Welcome back to the Goons. Welcome back to the Goons. Welcome back to the Goons.
Oh, the guy's just cutting out.
Welcome back to the Goons.
It's straight up
There's
cutting
almost
out.
no audio. It's just
Every time he tries to pronounce the G, it just cut.
It's like, welcome back to the Goon.
We can't
like
take
just-
it.
It's just
Does it
cutting
not
out.
work? Oh, hang on.
You're probably clipping
We got
the
to edit on.
input.
Did it not work?
It was
It
good
worked
enough
until
to
you
the
said
it
intro.
was
Goon.
good for this podcast. It meets our
All right.
standards.
There's no. Hey, listen. There's two goons here. All right. There's two goons. Blarg is busy. McNasty is busy. So it's me and Dew holding up the reins.
Yeah, buddy.
And I decided to bring my two best friends, Mr. Brady Riggenbach from Slackjaw and Ethan Howell, as you know, the boys.
Welcome.
Dallas, you kind of look like Neo from the Matrix with those shades on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Or a racist dad. You know, either or.
Way too invested in the Little League
Gotta
game.
be up in 3 hours and go fish.
Yeah. Do I know a lot about the universe, or am I just gonna say the N word? You'll never know.
I saw you in my yard.
Oh, this is gonna be a great episode. It's very different. I honestly prefer, well, not prefer, but I really like when we do episodes of the podcast that are involving a different crowd of people. It adds a new layer, a new layer of it's like homemade mac and cheese.
Yeah.
You know, some
Amen.
people the crust layer when you put it in the oven
Yeah.
sometimes isn't very good. Sometimes it's really good.
So
I
we
like
brought on
that.
some new crust today.
A new crust layer to the mac.
I'm the good crust.
Yes,
Me and Brady are
sir.
the good crust.
Yeah, we're the last piece out of the box. As far as it
I'm a
goes
corner
with the
piece,
podcast.
though.
Oh.
Are you guys
That's what I
fans
said.
of homemade mac and cheese?
It kind of depends,
Definitely.
dude.
I don't know if I've ever had homemade. Like, what makes it homemade? You have to make the noodles too.
That's a good question.
What,
How
dude, here we
homemade
go.
is homemade?
This fucking guy, dude? You know what? I shouldn't have asked this. I already knew you were.
Is that not
you're
a
gonna
valid
come at it
question?
with some left field fucking question.
I thought you would say some leftist question.
That's because all Dew eats is microwaved bologna.
Bro, I ain't ever had bologna once in my life.
You don't have to make the noodles to have it homemade. I mean, you can,
So
but
you're
that's
saying-
like that's like radical fucking extremist level of
That's like
homemade.
Amish mac.
I think it's
Yeah,
like baked
most
mac
definitely.
and cheese.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that what it's called?
So the noodles are done. You just add the cheese, and you call that homemade.
right.
And you put
yeah.
the breadcrumbs on top, throw her in the oven.
All right.
Yeah.
It's like
I would go
cheese
so far as to
lasagna.
say if you get it from a freezer, it's not homemade. If you're baking
No.
in the oven,
No,
Yeah.
I would
Sure.
not.
like a
consider
Marie
that
Callender's, like family macaroni, like Stouffer's, that shit's kind of
No.
ass.
Yeah.
But like
homemade. No.
homemade macaroni, like Cracker Barrel style, that's a shit, bro.
Stouffer's lasagna is pretty good, though. I have to say.
Stouffer's lasagna is like I'm
That's okay.
convinced. I'm convinced you in that short amount of time between baking a Stouffer's lasagna versus making one, you can't make one that good in that amount of time.
Oh,
It's the best you
absolutely
can
not.
buy frozen.
Yeah, best
Yeah,
ROI
probably.
on macaroni and cheese for sure.
That's what me and Brady
For sure.
Me and Brady. That was our that was like our fucking last supper before we recorded our album.
Oh yeah,
That's what we put in the oven. We put it in the oven,
burned
and
the shit out of it.
we forgot about it. We fucking forgot, and the whole top layer of the lasagna was just
Nuked.
burnt, dude.
Gross.
We had
Well
this Airbnb just smelling fresh to death, baby. And some burnt lasagna.
It was completely burnt. We put it like up at the very top shelf and then let it sit in there for like 3 hours.
At like 450 and
Yeah.
forgot about it.
Holy
We
shit.
peeled it out and it just smelled like death. And the top
Yeah.
of this fucking thing was just black, peeling
That's
apart,
well done.
hard. There was like soot on top of it. It was insane.
Hot damn.
I will say though, I'm not really a fan of homemade mac and cheese. I don't know about you guys, but like homemade mac and cheese on like Thanksgiving where they bring it in the like the casserole dish.
Mm.
I'm not really a big fan. It's not my favorite.
With
I
the
fuck with
breadcrumbs on top?
You can do breadcrumbs. Some people just do another layer of cheese and they burn it.
And then they bake it.
Yeah,
Some
but it's
bacon
like,
bit in there?
Cheese
I
on
mean,
top.
you-
I'm not
bacon
seeing the
oven.
problem here.
yeah.
I was
I'm
going
not
to
seeing a
say,
problem
Well,
either.
what
I'd
is
I'd
so
eat
bad
all
about
of that.
this, bro?
I'm just not it's
I don't
not
discriminate
necessarily.
against mac and cheese. I don't know about you, dude.
I don't either. I'm kind of an elitist when it comes to mac and cheese.
Yeah.
But like, I really am. I'm not gonna lie.
Amen.
You
Mac
just
and-
said you don't discriminate. You said
I
you're
don't.
an elitist.
I'll eat it. I'll sit there and I will eat it, but I will judge it. I'll still enjoy it, but I'll be like,
Oh,
could've been
okay.
better. as I'm
Okay.
stuffing my fucking fat ass gullet. I'll be like, it could have
Right.
been better, but you know what? I'm
While
not
you're at
gonna
Longhorn, no one gives a fuck. You're like, all right.
I'll
You
still
still ordered
complain
it.
though. I'll still complain. But the burnt layer of cheese on top of homemade mac and cheese that just needs to be obsolete. It needs to be getting rid of. We've
Nah,
reached
I
a point in
can't agree.
time.
Have
I
we
like it,
evolved
yeah.
past that? We shouldn't be
Yeah,
burning
the
that shit.
I
burnt
like
layer.
It depends. Yeah. Well, if it's burnt, it's no good. But if it's
Just
cooked,
take your
if
layer
it's
off and
cooked
give it to
thoroughly
me.
and correctly, then it's always a good time.
Our friend Josh, we do like a friendsgiving where we get all of our friends together and we'll like go out in the woods and
Sacrifice some
it-
people.
It sounds a lot worse than it
They
really
burn
is.
the top layer.
Yeah.
But we'll just go out in the woods and start like a fire. I'm
Okay,
really digging,
where
I'm digging myself
the
a
fuck
hole.
is this going?
I'm digging myself a
Then
hole
we
here.
make a funeral pyre and then
Yeah. We make a crucifix. Nah, we just go out in the woods and
We make an everlasting fire on that crucifix.
yeah, we just go out in the woods and we bring like a pop-up table and everybody brings like their own dish of food and we go out in the woods and we have like a friendsgiving. Like we usually do it like the day after or day before Thanksgiving, and it's just like a bunch of friends that all get together. And our friend Josh, his mom had some Kraft. It was made by Kraft, but it was like a homemade mac and cheese recipe that Josh's mom or something like clipped off the back of a really old Kraft mac and cheese box from back in the day. And oh my god, dude, this homemade mac and cheese, I've never had anything like it. Because normally I don't like homemade mac and cheese, but this Kraft homemade mac and cheese was fucking god tier, dude. It was
I
god
gotta
tier.
try some of it.
It was so good. I think you did. I think you had some.
Mm-mm.
I think you were at.
Trust me, I would know.
And you
I
were
wasn't at
judging it the
last-
whole
I
time
wasn't
you were
at
eating
last.
it.
Yeah, I did. I was like, yeah, we'll see about this. And I was wrong. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong. It was good. Anyway,
The great mac and cheese debate.
The Mac and
Off
Cheese
the-
podcast.
are
Let's
you guys
move on to the vegetables. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
We're all
are you
here.
guys more Velveeta or Kraft? If you had to pick?
Velveeta, bro.
For sure.
100%. The Velveeta shell
Yeah.
thing comes in a brick. It's just fucking pure lard
Kraft.
cheese.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yes,
I'm
mama.
a Kraft
I'm a
guy.
Kraft
You melt that
guy.
down.
Yeah. Kraft.
Kraft
through
through
and
Equally
True.
split here. This is interesting.
Yeah. Let's have
Kraft
a fight and
enjoyers.
see who wins.
Velveeta is enough to make you sick after you eat it for a while. It makes you feel like
It's 'cause you
wanna
don't
throw
eat
up.
That's
enough.
because it's so good. Yeah.
You gotta
can
build
eat
up
a shit ton
immunity.
of Kraft, and then you can still feel good after you eat it and not feel like death.
Would you rather
Yeah.
eat a little bit of god tier food or a lot of dog shit?
I disagree.
Bro, Kraft is not dog shit.
Comparatively,
Kraft is god tier, dude. Kraft is definitely god tier.
I disagree.
Velveeta god tier.
Velveeta is fire.
I like the Velveeta cheese that you get in like a block.
Yeah.
If you make like a cheese dip, that's good.
Oh,
But-
Duber used to make some bomb ass cheese dip out of that.
Yeah, dude. You put some rotel, in it, and like a little bit of sausage. Oh my god.
Yes,
that shit-
sir,
That
GG.
changed my life.
Sounds pretty good.
It's not bad.
buddy.
Fuck
Well, I want to
yeah.
hear about y'all's Florida concert and shit.
Oh god.
Dude, that's why I had Brady and Ethan come on, dude. Our trip to Florida. Oh my god, it was
Let's hear about it.
Very
Very
something. I don't
unique.
even know where to begin. Like
The beginning.
if
like
we covered the
Slackjaw-
events chronologically from Thursday to Monday, it would take up the entire length of this podcast to tell on a story. Like there was so much shit that happened, it was insane.
I do want to talk about it because we like Slackjaw as a band. I think people have a
Yeah.
big misconception when it comes to like Slackjaw as a band because you know they see me as a YouTuber and they think that everything is like some high production big sort of event, and it's like that could be that's like so far from the truth of the reality of it.
Yeah.
Because we're like the band stuff, we are very much new to everything we do, and so everything we're doing is like literally a learning moment.
Yeah.
It's like
I was just
we-
getting ready to say that.
we get offered shows or whatever, and we will say yes or no to a show, and that's just kind of where we go from there. We've never been in a position where it's like we want this, this, and this. and with an event or a show, like we want this to happen and this to happen. We
want a parking spot.
Yeah, we literally show up. We literally just show up and kick ass, take some photos, and then
Ask for nothing.
Yeah, we don't. Literally, we left a venue. We'll leave places and not even ask for payment. We're so into it and so much having fun and just we don't even care. It's like we don't give a fuck about the money or
You
about
just love the
anything.
art, bro.
Yeah, the adrenaline. When you're up there doing it and having fun, it's like, dude, the money. It's like, oh yeah, well, thanks for the money, but that's not why we're here,
Right.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're just here to fucking kick ass.
Well, that's
and
probably
have
why
fun.
you draw such a reoccurring crowd too, is people can feel that energy. People are like, these
For
guys
sure.
are just fucking loving this. So
Yeah. We have a
it-
very big like community vibe with our fans, I think. It's nice. Like everybody feels like they know each other. It's really cool.
that's super cool.
Yeah, it's
And,
fucking
like,
awesome.
I feel like on behalf of everybody in the band, we fucking need to thank everybody that's listening that came to the shows and got shirts because we didn't lose any money going. Like we were able to pay for all of our gas. Hoorah. Like we had a
Yeah.
really successful first 5 days and it was because everybody fucking came and wanted to see us. So
Yeah,
without them,
Hell yeah.
that would have been
and
bad.
that's something that a lot of people don't talk about, dude. Like the whole when you start talking about money as a band, it's like everybody kind of gets real like standoffish when you bring the money aspect up. But
Yeah.
it's important. It's like as fun as it is and as much of an event as it is, it's like money is the overall sort of like business aspect. It's like we still got to pay for stuff. We still got to buy strings. We still got to get gas. We got to get food and everything. So like the money thing isn't important, but at the same time, it is still a very vital aspect to how it operates. And dude,
Yeah.
the shows we had in Florida, for people that don't know, I'm in a band with Brady, who's here. He's the guitar player. I do bass and vocals, and but before YouTube became a reality for me, as a career, being in a band and everything was right there with YouTube. It was always YouTube and being in a band making music,
Same.
and whichever happened first was just whatever happened. There was never any like direct sort of I know this is gonna happen versus this. It was just however the
Wherever life
events,
took you.
Well, yeah, wherever the events happened to take me is what
Or
what
the
happened.
cookie crumbled.
Yeah, literally that's how it goes. And obviously the YouTube thing for me took off before the band, and we've been very fortunate and grateful for everything that has happened with the band in correlation to the YouTube stuff. I mean, we still have a whole lot of people that come to shows and don't really understand the difference, which is fine, as long as they're there and having fun. But it's been wild. It's definitely been something that I personally never would have imagined. Like looking back at 11-year-old, 12-year-old me who was like, yeah, dude, I love Metallica and this is what I want to do. It's like the overall fucking aspect of it. It's mind blowing. It's
Yeah.
mind blowing.
It is. Can I tell you a little story about when we were on the trip on Sunday when we got Lake Worth?
Sir.
Well, I want to do. Let's. I want to explain everything in chronological order of how it happened.
It had to do with what you were talking about, just being thankful. It was a personal anecdote. But
All
like
right, say it
when
then.
I was walking back from the Wawa, I was thinking about that, like how I could have been working out at any kind of chemical plant factory or like any of the other shit that I've done that sucked, like 12-hour shifts and rotating and all that shit. And like as I was walking back to the bus, I was fiddling with the lock on the door, and I'm like, man, why can't I fucking open this? And I sat there and thought about it, and I was like, you know what, dude? You could be wearing a pair of waders going through someone's shit in their bathroom, fixing the tile, or you could be, working a fucking 12-hour shift right now. Like, this is cool that you could live out 9-year-old you's fucking fantasy, like going and playing shows all across the United States. That shit is like, it still feels like a dream. I don't know.
Perspective,
Most
baby.
definitely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah, dude, playing guitar, playing any instrument, it's something that, we can all relate to. It's just making your own path and everything. It's just something about it, like just having your own little thing that people really love. It's fun. And
It
that's
is
all it
fun.
comes down to is just having fun, man. Like whenever we go play these shows and do whatever, it's all a camaraderie of like, let's go out here and have fun. It's like the fun aspect and the let's do justice to why people showed up and have a good time before any of the financial bullshit comes into it. We want to have fun and do what we felt like we were put here to do, kind of, in a way.
Hey,
You
I
know?
know that, dude. I know that for a
Yeah.
fact.
I never would have thought as a kid that we would be offered, and Bro Job, the band that took us out, and you guys probably know Bro Job from McNasty's Outro. If you're watching the podcast, they like this dude Andrew from Bro Job. I'm assuming he's kind of like the mastermind behind all of it, and he helps a lot with stuff, and he's helped us a lot, and he made he's in End of an Era. If you heard of McNasty's band that he's working on in music that McNasty's trying to get out, Andrew is a part of that End of an Era, and he's in Bro Job. He's one of the singers, and he offered us this like touring thing or whatever, and we were offered this from him because he knows us mutually through McNasty and just from the internet and everything, and he offered us this, and it was like no hesitation that when we got offered this, it was just like,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. absolutely.
We booked it immediately.
we'll take whatever we can kind of get. And it was in Florida, and our we had 3 shows in Florida. We had a show in Orlando, Florida, a show in Jacksonville, and then a show in Lake Worth, which is basically West Palm Beach, Florida, if you're not sure where Lake Worth is. And it was like a no-brainer. It was just kind of like, yeah, we'll be there and we'll do whatever the fuck we need to do to make this happen.
Yeah,
And
100%.
yeah, and we're still very, very new to all of it, and we have an RV that we use to travel around to.
For now.
we have an
RV for
RV.
now.
we have an RV that we use to travel from show to show and have everyone sleep in and everything. And we decided, because I'm the person that drives the RV, and
Yeah.
that is I would have never thought that my life and the path that I've chosen would end up with me driving a fucking 32-foot long RV with a trailer attached to it.
The thing a bitch to
And-
drive or what?
Oh, dude.
A bitch to drive is an understatement.
That's an understatement. It's an understatement.
We spent
Big
50
time.
minutes trying to make a 180-degree turn. It was insane.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It was all
Yeah.
a very big learning moment, to say the least.
Well,
For sure.
we have plenty of stories.
Yeah, so we decided to leave from where we are in South Carolina a day early to be there on time, because if we could not possibly leave the day of and get there on time.
Yeah.
So as a band, you have a load-in time, which is hours before the actual show. So you have a load-in time that you have to meet to be there and get all your equipment and everything, drum kits, amps,
Merch.
guitars, merch, the whole 9 yards. You have a time to get there to bring everything in. And wow, dude, I don't even know where to begin. It's like you have to get there at least dude, I'd say like 4 or 5 hours ahead of time. You got to get there early as fuck to get everything inside set up, ready to go for when the doors open. And
Yeah.
We get there a day ahead of time just to be secure with our load-in time and everything.
I didn't get there till the day of. I had to wait until the next day to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan's not associated with the band whatsoever, but we have him come to help out and everything. And obviously, the people from YouTube know Ethan, and they enjoy seeing him there. And Ethan helps out with a lot of stuff like recording video or setting up merch. Ethan's like a utility player. He's a utility player where it's like, yo, Ethan, can you help with this? He's like, I'm on it. I'm right here. I'm ready. So he just
a little PA.
He'll help. Yeah, he'll help.
I do what I'm told.
Ethan does everything.
Yeah, he helps with pretty much anything, and it's just something that we're still learning and growing, and it's like the whole thing of it. We have no management, we have no over like controlling entity that tells us we have to do this or do this. It's like we are literally figuring out everything as we go.
It's literally the two of us trying to make like business decisions and figure out how to plan shit in the industry.
Playing it all by ear, pretty much.
Yeah, basically.
We get to Orlando, which is where our first show was, Orlando, Florida, and it was fantastic. The turnout, the fans, everybody was super cool, and it was a great time. We get there, and I'm driving this 32-foot long RV that I bought for the band, and with a trailer for all of our merch and everything, and we're like, it's already sketch, we're going down fucking I-95, which if you've never drove on I-95, it is a shit show. It is like straight up. I mean, it goes from all the way, like, I don't even know how far south it goes. It goes like,
It goes to Miami, I believe.
yeah, I'll just say like Miami.
It goes from like Miami to Maine. Like it's the whole East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally Miami to Maine, pretty much, which is almost the southernmost point of the East Coast of America.
If it doesn't go to Maine, it goes pretty fucking close. Like it goes the whole East Coast.
It's basically Florida, the southernmost point of America, to Canada. I mean, it is a stretch of interstate. And I'm driving on this, and I'm I'm not a trucker by any means, but I'm basically
it's got a
driving.
CB radio.
He could fool you for one, though.
Yeah, we're gonna get in the left lane here.
Yeah,
on the CB radio.
I'm driving this thing. I don't have a CDL, obviously. I'm in no way certified to drive this thing, and we drive there, and we get like within like a mile pretty much of the venue, and I'm driving this thing, man, and I'm not a real anxious person. Like a lot of stuff doesn't bother me. I'm like desensitized to a lot of stuff, but when I have everyone's life literally in my hands pretty much, and I'm driving this fucking 32-foot long RV with a trailer,
giant chunk of metal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were like certain points where I'm driving and I'm like
hyperventilating.
Yeah, like I was genuinely afraid. Like I was genuinely scared for my own safety and everyone on board's safety.
But I mean,
and,
are you really losing any car crash though with that piece of shit though? I don't think you're. I think you're winning.
He's more nervous about the other people who pull out in front of him.
Yeah, dude. We our first venue that we played at, and I texted Andrew from Bro Job this. I was like, oh my god, dude! Our first venue we go to, I'm just riding down the road, and there was some car. It was like some little white like Toyota Camry that was in the left turning lane, and we had no hiccups up to this point. And this little Camry or whatever was in the left-hand turning lane, and they pull over into our lane as they were about to turn left, and then like whip the steering wheel. Yeah, like whipped it back into my lane. And reactionary, I just whipped the steering wheel as hard as I can right, pretty much. Because I don't want to hit these people, and it's just like a primitive instinct to where you just want to turn the wheel. Luckily, there was nobody in the lane beside me, so I whipped the fucking RV, and we're probably going like 40 miles per hour, which doesn't sound fast, but
well, in RV speeds, that's pretty fast.
If you're in a vehicle that's as
like
big
dog
as
years.
as big as this fucking building I'm in. It's like, oh shit. And I whip this RV over, and it's like god damn. And I whip this over. Yeah, literally everybody inside and all the equipment just goes like over to this side. And this little Camry just comes in my lane. I'm telling you, it was like a fucking nun's pussy hair. I was like this close to, like, if there was someone in that passenger seat when I would have hit them, they'd be dead. Like,
what a
almost
dumbass.
no doubt. Almost no doubt.
How do you not see a massive RV coming?
For real.
Yeah, I whip this bitch over, and I, like, swerve around them, dude, and it's a miracle. It is literally a miracle that I didn't hit them or somebody in another lane.
It was crazy. It was like the closest near miss I've seen in a long, long time.
And that was right down the road from the first venue.
Yeah,
and
that
like,
was
all right, time to play a show.
That was at like 4:00 on Friday.
Damn.
Yeah.
So up until that point, from Thursday afternoon, we had no problems, and then that was when it started, and then it just kept getting worse.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It gets worse than
Bro.
almost killing a family of 4. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so we whipped this bitch in, and luckily we had a good parking spot, and the show went off without a hitch. Everything was good. A big turnout. We had a lot of cool people we met, and we kicked ass, had a good show.
You want to tell them about how the crowd was like doing the Viking
Somebody-
longship rowboat?
Yeah, tell them.
So like while we were playing, Dallas, the way Dallas tells it was like he was looking out into the crowd and he saw that like half the crowd on the left side was missing, and he was like, "What happened to everybody?" And he looked down at the ground, and like half of the mosh pit on the right side was like sitting on the ground rowing like a boat.
What the
And they
I got
were
a GoPro
they
video
were all
of it.
rowing in unison. It was fucking hilarious. And we had no idea what they were doing. We were cheering them on from the stage. Like,
How do you just
Go ahead,
decide
dude.
collectively to do that in a crowd? What the fuck?
yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, it
I
was
don't know how that
hilarious.
was
It
decided.
looked so fucking weird, but I was just laughing my ass off while I was playing, man. It was
They had a
funny.
good leader.
It took me out of my seriousness on stage because I was like focused up, and I look up and I started laughing. I was like, "Holy shit!
Yeah.
Can't believe this."
I was walking around with a GoPro, and then someone posted an entire Instagram slideshow of me, just pictures they took of me without looking, just
Oh,
holding my
yeah.
GoPro. I'm
Yeah,
just like
just
holding
like-
GoPro like. And there's just like all these pictures of me just posted, tagged
Yeah,
me
that
and
was-
everything. I'm like, well, thank you.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, on stage, it's hard to see the crowd in a way, because like you kind of see it, because at a venue or whatever, you get a good idea of who's kind of there, or the crowd distance from the stage. But when we were up there playing, we're into this song or whatever and focusing on playing our parts right and everything, and I look out and I'm like, wait a minute, where did all those people go? Like, half of those people are just, because the lights are just on you, so you really can only see like the first 2-3 rows kind of people, and just half this crowd over here disappeared, and I was like, what the fuck? And you can kind of see like the strobe lights or whatever, just you get like a glimpse, and they're just on the ground fucking doing this, like
There was
rowing
probably like
boats.
6 rows of people doing it too.
Yeah,
it was a lot of people.
wild. It was a lot of fucking people.
Fuck doing the wave. Give me a Viking rowboat in the crowd.
Literally.
Holy shit.
That's what they do. It's wild.
It
was
was
so
heavy
hot.
metal for sure.
It's so hot. Like on stage versus being in the crowd, the
Oh,
heat
yeah.
of everyone breathing and screaming and doing all the rowing or whatever. All that heat like goes directly up on the stage,
Yeah,
dude.
baby.
It's like if the venue is at 70 degrees, the stage is like 95 easily.
Yeah, and it's also very humid.
Humid as fuck.
It's like
all
wet.
breath.
The air is wet. It's really
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not. It's definitely not a glamorous job. Very stinky, especially when you have like 5 bands open up for you, and then you get on stage, and then one of those bands actually throws up on the drum rug. So then
Oh!
your
Yeah,
band
the next
has to
day,
bring
yeah.
their rug.
What?
Yeah, for
that
the
happened.
drums, you have to have obviously you have to have a rug
Yeah.
under the drum kit so it doesn't slide forward. Because as a drummer, when you're playing, if you don't have a rug on a hardwood floor, which is basically what every venue has, hardwood, the drum kit will slowly over time slide forward, and a band before us or something at our next show in Jacksonville puked all over the
stage.
rug.
Oh.
Yeah, fucked up the rug. There was a puddle on the stage under the rug. It smelled awful. It was interesting.
Were they
really
just heavily
interesting.
intoxicated, or like why the fuck did they throw up on the
He was
Excited,
playing
man.
hard, man. He was a big
Very
guy.
excited.
Damn.
Beer, alcohol, nerves, a collection of all of it.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, and Jacksonville, that was the next day.
Whoa. You skipped one thing, though. And I'm not going to let you skip.
Oh,
And that is at the hotel, what happened?
Oh, yeah. The hotel,
What happened at the hotel?
Tell
I'll
them.
not allow that to be skipped.
Tell them, yeah.
Well, so I had to get one night of sleep, good sleep, not in the RV, because I drove from South Carolina to Tampa to Orlando all in one day.
Nice.
So I was dead.
Yeah, like
I was
almost
just-
15 hours of driving. It was.
Yeah.
Oof.
I sat in like work traffic at 5:30 in Orlando. I felt like I could die. It was horrible. So I had to get a hotel that one night. And we pull into this hotel. It's like 1 a.m. And Dallas is just completely driven into the corner of a dead end in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
I was gonna say 1 a.m. Ethan, bro. It was like 2:30 by the time we got to the hotel.
It was
No,
late, man.
no. I think it may have been
It
like
was-
2 when he did this. 'cause
Yeah.
It took
'Cause
an hour.
we went to eat at Waffle House or something.
when all was
Yeah, you're
said and
probably
done,
right.
it
was
was like
pretty late.
3:30 a.m.
It
you
was
are
late.
right. Yeah,
It
it was
was
later than that.
crazy. Yeah, it was crazy.
But I pull up next to him. I'm thinking like, okay. I pull up next to him. He's like, "What have I done?" I'm just like, I don't know, but this isn't.
How the
I
fuck
mean,
we
you
getting
pulled an
out of here?
RV with a trailer into a corner, so you're kind of fucked. So we
Yeah.
go in and like buy the hotel room and everything, and then I go and like take a
Which,
shit
by
or
the way,
something.
by the way, I want to say when we got Ethan a hotel room because he was super tired and he drove all this way.
I didn't want to sleep on the dining room table that is 4
Yeah,
feet long.
Yeah, he drove all this way to just help us out, and we pull up at the fucking Ramada,
Hell yeah.
and it's late as fuck. Cause when you get out of these shows, man, it's so late. And I pulled into this hotel parking lot hoping that it would like loop around, so I could just pull the RV in and just go around with it. With a trailer, by the way. So collectively with the trailer, I mean, dude, you're talking probably close to 40 feet of
sure.
vehicle.
Yeah,
Big
37,
boy.
38 foot.
Yeah,
probably.
it's close to 40 feet of vehicle. And I pull in, and I immediately when I pulled in and saw this dead end, I was just like,
Fuck.
He goes, "What have I done?"
yeah. And that's after
Like, I don't know.
after I had just played a show. I pull in with the RV. I play a show. I take pictures. I'm sitting there signing autographs, taking photos with everyone, talking to everyone, and then driving this big bitch. It is a task, to say the least. It is a task.
So did
And
you have to do like an infinite K turn or something? Is this
Bro.
Oh my god, dude.
That was that 50-minute 180 I was telling you about.
The
right?
one
Oh,
mistake
man.
that was made
It was
is
like
that
back.
you're
forward,
supposed to just
forward,
back out.
Forward. That was
you
it.
should just back out the way you came in. But that was the mistake that was made. I was taking a shit, and I come out, and then the thing is sideways. And I'm like, okay, this is a even bigger problem.
now
than
you're
we had
fucked.
before.
Yeah.
This cannot be fixed by backing out. So it literally became just back
Yeah.
and forth, like the tiniest. And then we tried to take the trailer off, and that was like not happening. I
my
don't know why.
God. We were, yeah.
Trailer
it
wouldn't
was-
come off the hitch. It's like stuck on. Have you gotten it off
Yeah.
since then?
I haven't tried.
Dude, it might be stuck on the RV.
It's probably
Honestly.
stuck. Yeah.
We
We're gonna have to,
cannot
like,
get the trailer off.
beat the lever again and then try and pull it off the top.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if we get there, let's just say hypothetically we get there at like 1:30 in the morning. We are backing this, like we're pulling this thing as close as we can to other vehicles and backing it. It's like Austin Powers. Like it's
Yep.
literally
That's what I was
Literally
like.
is.
like you pull it up, back up, pull up, back up, pull up, back up, pull up, back up. And
We're like, I think he needs to turn that way. He's like, no, turn this way, and then we're just standing there like,
Yeah.
maybe you should turn that way.
Yeah. Dude, it took us until about 3:30 in the morning of just pulling this RV forward, backing it up, pulling it up, backing it up.
I might have just left it there at that point and said, fuck
Dude,
it.
it was
I'm walking
it-
home.
it-
Fuck this shit.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah,
it
we
It
can
took
get
a
a new
lot
one.
of patience. It took a lot of
was-
patience.
It was.
Of course, we pull into the
hell.
hotel. I'm thinking, like, doing the math. I'm like, okay, I got 30 minutes, and I can get like 8 hours of sleep. This is gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hell
didn't
no.
see you, pal.
Not gonna happen.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Another hour and a half of backing and reverse drive.
Yeah, and we got it. Luckily, I'm talking like divine intervention. This one car in front of us, this fucking nice ass probably like
X6
90
BMW.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
$90,000 BMW. I'm talking nice BMW, like a BMW SUV, like nice as fuck.
X6M. Like,
Yeah.
very nice car.
A very, very nice BMW. That is our opposition. Like, that is our opposition. And we're like pulling up to it so close that it's like, dude, I mean, we're like, it's like this far from being an
Probably giving
insurance
this guy
problem.
a fucking heart attack.
Yeah. And at like 2 a.m, this close to being like, hey, Allstate, yeah. I hit a $90,000 BMW. Like, that's how close we are. And we like barely. I think Ethan has a video of.
I do. Dude,
It's like-
it literally is like an
A
inch and a half.
molecule of space.
It's like my hand is how far we are from just completely wrecking this BMW. We get it around.
I'm
it.
sorry, but it's kind of funny looking back now because the next morning we go to leave, not a car in the parking lot.
No one
Of
there.
course.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
Yeah.
It's like you could have just stayed there and made your little U-turn and you'd been fine.
Yeah.
That was our
Every
thing too.
car
Is like
left.
our whole mentality was like, we got to get this thing turned around, and just in case the parking lot is more full, because if it was any more full than what it was, I mean, we would have been completely
Like,
stuck.
actually-
I was just gonna park my truck like sideways behind the trailer like an asshole, so nobody could park there, But
Yeah.
no, we did the Austin Powers for an hour and a half.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
And we did that, and this is all without showering, might I add.
Without showering,
Like,
dude. This is with me. But I have driven 13 hours in the day. Like this is all of us have been up all day,
Yeah,
like
Ethan's
sleep
eyes were like
deprived.
bloodshot red.
Yeah, I could
all of
barely
us, dude.
see.
All of us. I mean, we've been driving all day, and it's like bloodshot eyes. Not
Concert
even
funk.
not even under the influence of anything besides just being up and
Waffle
and,
House.
Yeah, the under the influence of scrambled eggs and bacon. Like that's like there's no drugs, alcohol,
Oh.
nothing. Nothing is involved whatsoever. It is just pure on sleep deprivation and bad food.
Just to jut off
Then
for
I-
like 4 seconds, did you guys see that bitch parry the chair at Waffle House?
Yes.
That bitch
That
fucking
video
wild. She got an
is
Elden Ring like frame
crazy.
perfect parry because there's like a shit ton of fights at Waffle House all the time.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Somebody
yeah.
chucked a chair at the bitch. She just parried it. It was wild.
I
She,
thought
like,
that her
grabbed the
name was-
chair.
I was confused. I thought her name was Perry the Chair, and I was like, "Who the fuck is
Have
that?"
you seen parry
I
the
s-
chair?
Never
No.
heard of her.
But anyway, she's badass. Anyway, back to your Florida shit.
But yeah, we had Waffle House, and luckily we had just enough room, man. And
Tell them
that's
about
not
Saturday and Sunday.
that's not an exaggeration. Just enough to turn this big fucking bitch around. And
Then I try to sleep in the hotel room, and everybody knocks on my door at 9:30 because everyone wants to take a shower.
Yeah,
No big
we all
deal.
we all
Anyways.
gotta take a shower and take a shit and be human.
Yeah.
Like we gotta like have some running water.
Yeah, you got to
Which-
find time to do your human things.
Yeah, and you would think in an RV, you'd have running water and everything. But my before we left, the just a little side note, the housing filter, the housing, the RV housing for the filter of the water was completely frozen over because of cold weather,
Nice.
and it had broken. So we had no running water. It was brutal. No running water in this RV. Just heating and air in this RV.
Just barely the
shit.
basic
But it was,
minimums
it
of
was a
life.
blessing
So
to have
down
the cold
bad.
air.
Yeah, we were down bad for a
basic
shower and
human
everything.
rights on this trip.
I'm in the hotel room and I feel like king of the castle because everybody's like lined up trying to get inside.
We get it turned around, and then our show the next day is in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a Saturday. And we start heading there. I think the ride to Jacksonville is like, what, 2 hours from Orlando?
It was like 2 for me, 2.5 for you because I was in the truck
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, it was like 2.5 hours from Orlando. And we get on the road and everything, and we're going there. And our show is at this venue called the Underbelly, which is a badass venue. If you live in Jacksonville or anywhere nearby, the Underbelly,
That is a sick place.
it's very sick.
Bro.
If something like that was within an hour of me, I would probably be there every night. They have good ass barbecue. Not sponsored, by the way. We're only sponsored by G Subs. Use code GOONS on G Subs.
Code Goons for you,
Goons.
G subs.
Code GOONS on G Subs.
Code underbelly on barbecue.com.
Yeah. And speaking of which, G Subs is supposed to bring out our own flavor very soon.
Yes,
So
sir. It's
the more you
actually
guys-
happening.
the more you guys buy, the closer we are to getting our own flavor. Anyway,
Spend money.
spend money. Go Goons. We go to
Yeah,
Jacksonville.
Underbelly is sick, dude. That place,
Underbelly was
barbecue,
sick.
beer, and fucking music venue.
Holy
Sick
shit,
place.
this fucking sandwich. I'm looking at their website.
Yeah,
Dude.
dude.
Yeah,
It's
that
just like
was
this.
Dude,
really
look up
good.
the stuffed turkey leg, bro. Look it up. The stuffed turkey leg on Underbelly.
Unfortunately, they were out of stuffed turkey legs. That's what I tried to order.
it's
but
$30. It's got all the shit they serve there inside the turkey leg.
Yeah, it's like a turkey
the
leg
fuck?
stuffed with everything. It's so cool.
They put a Miller Lite in there too.
Turkey legs.
They got DMT in the turkey leg.
Take this fucking turkey leg, you go on a spiritual trip.
But I was hoping McNasty would be here, so because I think he knows the band I'm referring to when I speak of this. But we go to downtown Jacksonville, and the venue, this Underbelly place we're speaking of, is less than a mile away from the Jaguar Stadium, which is an NFL team. If any of you are unaware. I don't know who they were playing. Ethan, you might know.
They're playing
who
the
they were.
Titans.
They're
and
playing
it
the
was,
Titans, yeah.
If they won,
Okay.
they went to the playoffs, so it was a big game.
Yeah. So a really
traffic
big
was-
Jaguars game.
And I got
Yeah,
there
it's
like 10,
terrible.
15 minutes earlier, something like that.
Yeah. Ethan gets there before us and is telling the venue owners like, "Hey, we got a big RV. We're coming in." And the Jaguars fucking NFL game versus the Tennessee Titans is going on. And so the roads are set up with cones and like there's cops and everything
Oh,
out
no.
there. And it's like there's no room. I'm telling you, there's no room for error.
Bro, there's no room for
whatsoever.
anybody. They made me pull my truck into a city. I probably shouldn't even say this. Fucking, if you work for the city, you park in this parking lot. But since it was the weekend, the city wasn't working, so I had to fit. They're like, yeah, the gate doesn't open, but you can fit. Bro, I was like an inch away. Like, I was sneaking my truck in up on the curb, like into this parking lot, and parked in this fucking parking lot. And the guy's like, yeah, that's perfect. That's where we parked. I'm like, okay. Hopefully she's there at the end of the night.
Yeah, it was it was wild. The traffic was otherworldly.
Yeah.
And I'm driving this thing. I'm not a fucking big truck driver. That's not my stick. You know, I make funny videos online. That's my day. My day job is making people laugh online, not driving a fucking 40-foot long vehicle.
I can see how people
And-
might get confused, but yeah, that's his thing.
And
There's definitely
we're
some semblance.
we're playing with Bro Job as the headliner with Left to Suffer, which is another really big band. I respect
Shout
Left
out
to
to
Suffer.
Left to Suffer.
Yeah, big
shout out.
shout out to Left to Suffer.
You guys
I
are
see
all
these
very
guys.
cool.
Yeah, I see these guys everywhere. They're like a really, really hard-working band. I see their name in so many places, and I think Ethan had said they had seen the singer on TikTok. So
Yeah, I knew I recognized the guy. Yeah, and I looked
Yeah,
it up,
they-
and he was on
hard,
there.
hard working band. Massive respect and shout out.
He's
I
cool.
pulled
They were
this-
Quit
cool.
knocking on the
They
door,
were
please.
very, very cool. I pulled this RV in. There's no room. Realistically speaking, there's no room. And
There's 41 feet on the curb.
yeah, driving a
Or
40
a 40
foot long
foot.
vehicle.
Yeah, literally. Like it was.
It was
There's no
impossible.
room.
And I pull this RV in, and I'm like, okay, well, obviously I don't fit. I'm taking up most of the road. I was like, I'm gonna loop around the block, and try and come back and make it fit, and back it in properly and everything. And as I'm pulling out, their trailer with all their equipment is parked outside of the venue, as they should be with the headlining band, as they should
And I'm
be.
on the phone with you guys inside.
Yeah, I'm talking to Ethan like CB radio style. Like, hey, buddy, am I good? Am I good to back up
Yeah.
in here? All right, buddy. Yeah, and dude,
But I thought you were parked. I had my back turned, and I thought that you were in park. That's why I turned around. And I'm like, all right, we're good to go. On to the next step here.
Oh no.
Yeah. A very horrible sound.
Oh
ultimately,
no.
ultimately speaking, it was my fault.
Fuck.
I should have
could
been
have
paying.
helped.
I should have been paying better attention. But there's cones all down the middle of the road, like there cones everywhere for the Jaguar game. I'm guessing, and looking retrospectively, looking back, hindsight is 2020. I wish
Amen.
I would have just.
Damn.
I wish I would have drove over every cone. I wish I would have decimated every cone in the middle lane. I'm trying to like get out and like park this thing properly, and it's just like,
Dude.
and I slam on brakes. I'm like, fuck! Oh fuck!
What?
And I slam
What'd
on
you
brakes,
fucking
and
hit?
everyone's like, oh.
No, everybody.
Fuck.
Dude, there's like 20 people outside. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
oh, shit.
The inside of the
I got my
RV
back
was
turned, bro.
dead silence, and then the
Yeah.
outside, the people who were standing on the street corner were shouting like somebody got killed.
Yeah,
Like, they were
yeah.
freaking out.
I
It
was about
insane.
as stoic as you could be at the steering wheel. I was just like head down. I was like, what did I hit?
Dude, literally.
It was just like I fuck.
It
I was
scared
like, I
the
fucked
shit
up.
out of me, bro. I had my back turned. I'm on the phone. I'm like, all right, word, he's parking there. And I hear that sound. I'm like, dude, I turned around. It scared the shit. I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Just the worst fucking sound ever.
They had like a transit van with an equipment trailer attached to the back, pretty standard, and we were trying to obviously get in behind them so that we could park up behind them. And as we were swinging the trailer in, the side of our RV has a canopy that extends out for when you go to a campsite and you want to have a little cover for the sun and all that.
Well, awning.
And the top of this canopy cover grabbed the top of their RV or the top of their utility trailer, I mean.
Yeah.
So the flange on the top of their trailer grabbed that canopy cover and pulled it in. So then once it pulls the side of the RV in, the whole side of the RV from the front or from the back right fender well was there was just a black streak from where the metal just grinded down. The whole the one
Every
part
piece
of
of
the canopy,
plastic on the right side of the RV is gone.
No, dude, it was metal. The metal that held the
Yeah,
canopy
metal, plastic,
arm up,
everything.
the metal that actually supported the canopy arm was completely detached from the side of the RV.
Holy
No
It was all my
structural
fault.
damage was done.
And I was sober. I was fucking sober.
I
no
had to get-
structural damage done, buddy.
I literally had to go into the fucking RV and grab my tools and unbracket the fucking canopy mount because it would have just been like hanging off the side of the RV dragging
Yeah.
on the road if we would have just
my
kept
God.
going.
It was
fun.
really-
Like
it was not to discredit Left to Suffer, but it was definitely more damage to my RV than it was to their
Yeah.
trailer.
our
and,
shit got fucked.
Yeah, luckily, very, very luckily, the guys in Left to Suffer. Unfortunately, I was excited to meet these guys because I've heard a lot about them, mutual friends, and just seeing their name on these insane bills. I was really excited to meet them and talk with them.
And you'd go so far
I
as
know.
to ram your fucking
Yeah,
RV
dude,
into their
it-
thing
yeah, it was
just to
a
get to
way.
talk to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, it
Fucking
was
pathetic,
it was all a PR move. Yeah, I fucked up their trailer, and I was like, oh my god. And I didn't know it was theirs. I had no idea whose trailer it was. I mean, it could have been anybody's.
Bon
I had no
Jovi's.
idea.
Damn.
Yeah, it could have been Bon Jovi. I fucked this bitch up, and then Left to Suffer comes out. Left to Suffer comes out, and I'm like, oh no.
My trailer.
And
No, they were actually the complete opposite. Their
They were
reaction was
so
just
cool.
like, well, I guess this shit happens. Yeah.
they were so cool about it, and
Yeah.
I cannot commend these guys enough for being as cool as they were.
Yeah,
'Cause,
there was no
you know,
inflammatory reactions or anything.
They
Huge.
reacted as much as any sane, normal fucking human being could in that situation. And we got it all sorted out. And, you know, we talked about the whole situation and everything. And I was like, yeah, you know, we're in this band and everything. And they got my info. And we exchanged information. And I was like, listen, hey, any damage that is done, we'll pay for it outside of insurance. We decided ultimately insurance wasn't the way to go, and that it was sort of like a shake hand, like, yeah, I promise not to fucking hit and run sort of situation. Like, I promise,
Buddy,
not to
you
hit
ain't
your shit.
getting away. So
Yeah. And you know, they called the cop and everything, and the cop explained the situation, and ultimately it came down to we would be, you know, good human beings regarding the situation and pay for it. And so I got all their information, and they got all of mine, which is really good. You know, they're a great band, and you know, we would love to play shows with them without hitting their trailer.
Yeah.
ideally,
Ideally,
If
but
they haven't blacklisted us as a safety risk yet.
regardless of anything that happened, even if we never see each other again, those guys were really cool. Taylor and Christian are the two guys that we spoke to about all of it, and I can't say enough about them. They were really cool. Handled everything as professionally as you could imagine. Super cool guys. I'd love to have a beer with them. Super, super cool guys, and
They were cool.
apologies to the trailer. And they thus far have not mentioned anything about it, but if they do, I would be more than willing to go above and beyond for any damages. But they, you know, the show in Jacksonville went off without a hitch, all professional.
No, it did not.
Besides all that, you know, they were really cool. And
No,
seriously,
the
as
sound.
a band in their situation, for real, I really, really have to commend those guys. They were super cool, and I feel like they know a lot of similar people because I followed Taylor on Twitter and Instagram, and I saw that McNasty also had followed them, and I believe Taylor follows McNasty. So it's kind of a good thing, you know. At least we're not some random nobodies that would just. Which I made a joke about it at our show because you know we still played the show obviously, and we had a good time. And I went up to the microphone and I said, hey, before tonight's show, we hit Left to Suffer's trailer.
Whoops.
And be sure to buy their merch because we're not paying for any damages. You know, I was making making some jokes about it, and they were really, really cool.
Pissed.
We know a lot of we know a lot of mutual people, and they were really, really cool. And I seriously, there's a lot of bands and a lot of people in similar situations that could have taken it the drastic measure. And big shout out to Taylor and Christian. Those guys are some of the best people we've met as far as just down to earth, cool guys. We'd love to play with them again. Not saying we're using this as a situation to want to play with them again, but if it ever happens that we're on the same bill, I mean, I would love to just have a conversation, sit down. I'd love to have them on the podcast if they ever want to come
Get
on
them in
here.
the server. Get them in here.
I seriously, it would be an honor because those guys, the way they handled the fucking wreck situation, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to handle that. And I shout out to Left to Suffer. They're great people. Put on a fantastic show, and yeah, that's
Shout
all.
out Left to Suffer.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Shout out.
yeah.
Shut up.
Big time. They could have taken it a different direction. They understood and everything and kick ass.
Shout out
dudes.
Left to Suffer.
Kick ass dudes. Kick ass. So thank you, Left to Suffer, for not suing us.
Or
Thank you,
beating the
for
living
real.
shit out of me right there.
Yeah, and hey, their singer, bro. Hey man, that guy could have put me 6 feet under in a second. That motherfucker, I wouldn't fuck with him, man.
I recognized him as soon as he before. What's funny is actually when I pulled up before you guys, I walked up to them and said, "Do you guys know where we're supposed to park?" And they were like, "Nah, they just told us to pull right here, whatever." And then all that ended up happening.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
And I was
cool-ass
involved.
dudes.
they were definitely like, "We saw this coming from a mile away."
Yeah.
But yeah, I recognized that dude. Once I saw him, I was like, "Where do I know this guy from?" I knew I had seen him before.
Very cool dudes, for sure. Can't say enough about them.
Oh, I
Seriously.
thought I recognized. He's in this Big Six collab that's going on right now.
Exactly.
I
he
thought I
is,
recognized this dude. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. He is.
Dude, that was me. That wrecked their trailer. That was me.
You almost broke up the Big
Hey.
Six, you piece of shit.
I will say, looking back at it in the moment, it was like fuck. But looking back, I'm glad. I'm really glad it was me that hit their trailer, and not some random, random fucking person. I'm glad it was me, and I can own up to it, and will pay for any damages done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good situation. Those guys super cool. I would love to hang out with them more and everything, and not even because of their band status. That doesn't mean fucking shit to us. I mean, we've played shitholes, we've played with assholes. We don't give a fuck. But just how cool they reacted to everything, it adds that level of humanity to it, where it's like, we are also people out here that
Shit happens.
Yeah, shit happens.
Shit
pretty
happens.
much.
But
Which
luckily
is what
the
they
damage
said
wasn't too
verbatim.
bad.
And it wasn't detrimental. They could still drive the trailer and everything, but it still
It was
sucked
just like
that
the
it did-
wheel
that it-
cover thing or whatever.
And I hate that happened. I really do. I really hate that happened, especially to them as the headlining band and everything. It sucks, but ultimately, it kind of ended up being a beautiful thing. We all
He'll remember
follow one another, and yeah, hey. Now Slackjaw is in the back of their brain.
you
It's like,
forever.
those are the fucking assholes that hit our trailer.
Left an impression, for sure.
I feel bad for doing it, but everything
But it had
happens
to be
for a
done.
reason.
They were caught in the crossfire.
Yeah, they got caught in the
Heyo.
crossfire of our RV.
Got him.
Got it.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
left to suffer.
Yeah, and dude, leaving, and besides that, the show was great. Everyone was great. We met a lot of cool ass fans, and dude, that show was fantastic. We had great barbecue as my RV's like falling apart on the side. We're eating there some
As the
eating some-
awning and the propane cover are laying on the sidewalk
Mhm.
right in
Yeah.
front of the venue.
We all had good barbecue.
It's always
Yeah,
a
we
silver
did.
lining. Always.
Yeah.
It's like 10 pieces of plastic laying out on the sidewalk.
And metal.
As I'm eating
Just
a
all
Yeah.
piece.
shaved metal and plastic. Yeah. Yeah. Can't commend those guys enough. Seriously. And as we were leaving our show, the Jacksonville Jaguars game was ending, and I believe they won.
They did.
So
Which means they went
everyone's
to the playoffs. Or they get a
everyone's-
wild card spot or something like that.
yeah, and so Jacksonville's popping, bro.
Mhm.
Jacksonville, and
Everybody's
they're
like,
less-
Duval! Wherever the
Yeah,
hell they walk by.
Duval.
I'm
yeah.
like, go Titans!
Yeah.
Everybody just screaming shit every time they walk by.
Yeah, so the Jaguars won, and everyone walking down the street, walking into the venue, hanging out is drunk as fuck, dude. Everyone's hammered.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to pull the RV out, our 40-foot long goddamn RV with all of our shit in it. I'm trying to pull it out of this venue.
They turned the
Trying
road
not
to a
to
one-way. It
make
was so
another
much traffic.
accident.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, the traffic was insane.
Maybe load
Everybody
up a
from the-
Prius next time, bro. Like,
Everyone from the Jags game was like coming down this road we were playing on. It was insanity, dude. Like
I just
cops,
fucking pull out and just sideways.
I've
I just
never seen
blocked-
so many cops in my life.
I blocked like 2 lanes of traffic with my truck and just put my hazards on. And
Yeah.
a cop just
And that's
pulled
where
behind me and didn't care.
Little old Slackjaw is like, yeah, we had a little show tonight. And it's just like, like drunk people fucking down in a fucking Corona and like swerving, playing Lil Baby are going down the road. And it's like, we're
Man,
trying
it
to
was
get out of
crazy.
there. So,
I just whipped
Yeah.
out in front of traffic and parked a little sideways and let him out.
yeah, Ethan blocked traffic with his,
Ethan the MVP
with his
here,
vehicle
for
so
real.
we could pull out.
I am the
Yeah.
utility.
It was a
never
big
stops.
learning. It was a big learning moment. We learned a lot, and you know, just playing music for people, it's worth all of it. It's worth it. We don't give a fuck. You know, we hit their trailer, we're gonna pay for it. You got to pay your dues, kind of thing. You know, we're just happy to be there.
You got to pay your
sorta
dues
thing.
and your insurance dues.
Yeah, and your insurance.
real and true.
Yeah. But they were really cool. Left to suffer. Thank you for not being over the top and dicks. I mean,
And then we drove to Lake Worth.
yeah. Then we drove all the way. The scheduling for the shows could have been better, but you know, it happens. We went Orlando, Jacksonville, Lake Worth, West Palm Beach, basically. And
Were these
you know, I had to
back-to-back
drive.
nights, like each night?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew,
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
that's heavy.
And I did Tampa, Orlando, next day Jacksonville, next day Lake Worth, next
Damn.
day back to South Carolina.
Yeah.
So
back to back to back.
That's
brain was
exhausting as
melted.
fuck, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I'm not good at driving a big 40-foot long bullshit. And
I gathered
but yeah,
at the airport.
yeah, and so we went to Lake Worth, and dude, our trailer with all of our equipment in it is like every big hill incline is just like it's like scraping
Oh, yeah.
sparks flying. Yeah, it was something.
What a memory, dude. I'm glad I was there.
I know Dallas said earlier, like, you're not a part of the band. It's like, yeah, you're not an obvious member of the band, but you're definitely a
Yeah.
part of the band.
I don't
like, in
I
a
don't play
real
an
sense,
instrument.
because
Yeah.
you were there. Like, a lot of people don't know that you were there for Caught in the Crossfire, and like the doing backup vocals on it, like the shouts and helping
Yeah.
record the video. And
I'd like to be
Yeah.
I'm fine
helped
being
everybody
in the
do
background.
everything.
I don't need any recognition. I'm glad I
Yeah.
could help and like
shot the fucking bite the bullet video.
yeah.
Fucking Ethan,
Dude, I'll do whatever.
Ethan's done a lot of shit for us. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And Ethan is Ethan's the boy.
Multi-talented king here.
I'm here for the
Yes.
boys. I am. I'll do what
Well,
needs to be done.
Yeah, Ethan's a beast.
I'll
Hello,
block
dude. Welcome
traffic.
back.
I'll do whatever needs to be
Howdy.
done.
But dude, yeah. Speaking about the whole band experience, I really wish that I could have. I guess have more fun in a way, like hang
More
hang out
downtime with everyone.
yeah, hang out with the fans and take photos and stuff. But it was definitely something where I had to restrict sort of the fun, which is fine. You know, I've been in the fucking trenches forever, so I know
Yeah.
how it feels to miss out.
Well,
And that's fine.
This was a bit more like an actual tour. I imagine that's how it is for bands who go across the whole country. They probably wish they also had more time, you know, to spend
Yeah.
with people
Yeah.
and shit.
And
so.
a lot of people you might not know that like after when the show's over, Dallas and like I mean, of course everybody, but Dallas has to stand there for like an hour and not have to, but you know what I mean. Like you talk to people, and everyone wants to say hey and get a picture and all. Like it is a very long. Every show is like a very long thing, you know.
Yeah.
From setup to pulling out the parking lot, it is a long fucking process every time.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. Make
The
sure
time-
you
There's a lot
have
to it.
everything.
Yeah. Make sure everything's there, and then speaking with everybody, taking pictures, signing stuff.
Like the time
And
that you have between
performing.
when you actually get off the stage and when you leave the venue is almost as long as when you get there versus when you're waiting to play. Like it's
Yeah.
almost the same
Yeah.
amount of time.
It's a
Yeah.
very long process.
You,
That-
you,
that's
don't, you usually don't get out till like 1 a.m., 12 if you're lucky. 2 is usually pretty standard, which means you'll go to bed about like 3 or 4. So,
Yeah.
and
then
then
you have to
somebody's
drive
always
the
going to
next
have to
day.
stay awake like 12 or 14 hours just to get you guys out of that city and on the road to the next place. But you don't really learn how you're going to do the logistics of it all until you go try. Because
Yep.
none of those questions you can really like prepare yourself for until you go do it. So you got to
Just have to
stumble around a
experience
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no like formula for it, but everybody's different.
it's a lot.
And-
It really is.
That was the fucking, I guess, the burden to bear. I was fine with that because it's fine with me because it's all about making it happen. From the inception of everything I've ever done, I just want everyone involved to have fun and have a good time and make the dream happen, regardless of monetary gain, regardless of whatever. I just want everyone to be there and have fun and have the like experience and knowledge of it versus we can afford this, we can pay for our gas, we can pay for food. And by the way, the fans that come out, I mean, a lot of people listen to the podcast and watch the videos, and a lot of people come from the internet, and that's a big thing.
The amount of times I'm walking around, someone's like, Ethan. I'm like,
Yeah, it's huge, you know.
Yeah.
And people that quote the podcast or quote what I've said online or anything, man, it's just
people
It's
are mad
awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
yeah. And everyone for the most part, especially at these Florida shows, regardless of a few Florida men, you know.
Uh-huh.
Oh, buddy, you were one of them. I hate to tell you.
Yeah, I was definitely a Florida man.
That's what I said. He's gonna be on the Florida Man compilation.
Yeah, I was a Florida man the whole time I was there.
Backing that RV
Big-
up. That'd be an hour-long
big
video
time.
in and of itself.
Yeah, big time Florida man right here. I've been there, done that. But everyone that came out and bought merch or wanted a photo with everyone and stayed for the music,
Maybe sign their Sharpie or their pickle.
yeah.
Signed
I
a
mean, we
pickle?
Or their monkey statue or their mannequin legs or
yeah we
I
had
had to
we
sign
had
a picture of Dallas holding the bass.
yeah, on a piece of printed out like sheet paper.
That shit
we
was
had
so
a
funny.
What a
girl
shit
a
post.
girl yeah a girl at the first show was like, hey, I have mannequin legs in my car, would you guys come out here and sign them?
Why do you have that?
Yeah. There were a lot of questions, but people like that and stuff like that, it's just it's a part of the experience, and we don't take any of it for granted. We as a band and everything, we're just happy to be there. We're happy we are as fortunate as we are, and we really couldn't ask for anything better. I mean, it's just with no management, no label, there's no one above the band that is saying that stuff has to be the way that it is, sort of thing. Like there's no quota, no money bullshit. Like, we are just happy to be there and happy to have fun. It's all about fun and all about connecting with everyone and having a good time, and
Yeah.
we don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck. And I think I said that our first night. Like, right as we opened, for our set. I'm like, we are Slackjaw. We play heavy metal. We don't give a fuck. You know, it's just that mentality.
America.
You got to have that mentality. A lot of people look at people like, you know, us as a collective and think that there is some big, I don't know, like overarching entity, and it's just not the case. Like anyone could do what we're doing in our position and do what we do and make it happen. There's no right or wrong answer to anything, and we are lucky and fortunate, and we are happy, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Amen.
And that's not even me trying to be on some fucking spiritual bullshit. It's just it's the
just
truth.
true. Yeah.
It's the fucking truth. We don't give a fuck. We're happy to be there, happy to have fun, happy to talk to people. I'm not Betty.
I'm not Betty.
I'm not better.
You ain't
than
Betty?
anyone.
Wait a second. I thought you were
Nobody's
Betty.
better than anyone else. We're all on the same level, and we appreciate it.
Amen.
You also have to get good at learning to deal with assholes, because that happens a lot, especially sound guys. Sound guys
Yeah.
is like, yeah.
What kind of
I'll
asshole?
let
whole
you.
headache.
I'll let you talk about that because
Brady, I knew you.
I
I thought you were gonna try to.
Well, I'm not going to name a particular, as much as I want to, because I swear I've never been closer to physically committing an act of violence against somebody.
Holy shit.
I will not mention the place or the person because it will probably not reflect well on the band. But I had to deal with somebody that asked me who I was twice as I was setting the things on the stage to play them.
Okay.
Then he asked me if I was a part of the band that was playing on the stage that I was currently setting up. And then like I tried to give him just a XLR signal directly from our modeler to his front of house to make it as easy as possible for him. And he refused 3 times, decided to mic my cabinet. It sounded like shit. I was getting fucking decapitated with feedback because of the way that he put the mic, because he didn't actually set it on the cone.
Was that when the monitor was like delayed?
Yeah, the monitor was delayed. So like what I was hearing from my cab on stage and the monitor was like, there was like a half-second feedback.
Oh, that's fucked. So this
Yeah,
guy
I
was just
played-
dog shit at his job completely.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And so I played the entire show like this. Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
I'll say what show it was. It was Jacksonville. It was Jacksonville. That's all I'll say. But it was literally, it was one of the worst experiences on stage I've ever had, which sucks because it's like I see the fans out there and I know they're having fun. As far as I heard, they said it sounded good and they said I didn't fuck anything up, which was good. But whenever I was up there, you know, like a lot of times when you're playing, you just want to lose yourself and you can kind of get in a headspace where you're not thinking about a whole lot and it's just fun and the adrenaline's going. But when you have like people like that are doing that kind of stuff, or that they don't care enough to do their job correctly, it really takes you out of that moment and it makes you worry about shit. Like you start overthinking what you're playing, or like, oh shit, like I hope this doesn't make a loud noise whenever I turn this on because he fucking made this 1,000,000 decibels louder. So
And that's when you
But that's-
actually fuck up. You shouldn't have to think about anything.
Yeah, yeah,
You don't fuck up
exactly.
when you don't think about it.
yeah, when I'm
So-
playing leads live and like and we sound check, dude, that's the thing about it too. Like I freak out before we play any show that we don't even get a line check. Like a lot of times we'll go to the shows and put our gear on stage and then just get off. And they don't even give us a line check to see if our shit it works when it's plugged in. We have to do it when we get on stage, and it's time taken out of our set list
Oh,
because
that's
we're
fucked.
an opening act.
Yeah.
That's how it usually works. So like it's a fucking it's a constant rush of information going all at once, and you have to try and figure out like, okay, all right, now everything's plugged in correctly. Okay, like can we just play a few times, and then like we hear the guitar, we hear the bass, you get a rough fucking mix down, and then just run.
Yeah.
And it's so
Part
like
of the learning process.
yeah, it's hard to there's no consistency. It's really hard to depend on, you know. That's why a lot of guys they like to do like Bro Job's super smart for this, because they have their own rig that not only do they have it automated with a click track so that everything that they're doing is programmed and the whatnot, but as far as their effects go, everything that they have is all microscopic. It's like they have their own mix board that they route all their channels through. That allows you to kind of separate yourself from leaving it in someone else's hands, because
Smart as
you know
fuck.
you could
Yep.
Yeah, you can have the best sounding rig in the world and you can be a part of a great band and you can be a great guitar player. But if the sound guy at the venue doesn't give a shit about you or doesn't respect what you're doing, or maybe he's just lazy or doesn't care, you'll sound like shit, and then you sound like shit to 200 plus people.
Not even your fault. Yeah.
It's really, it's super shitty, man, because that just makes you frustrated. We had to deal with a lot of that, but yeah, this most notable one was definitely on Saturday. I was so mad, and it wasn't just me; it was everybody else. Literally every other band that I played with, every guitar player was talking about the issues that they had. I was like, well, that makes me feel better, you know. At least I know I'm not a dick. But yeah. You have to get used to stuff like that. Venue owners are like that sometimes. They're stuck up. Sometimes security guys will bully you, mess around with you. It's just like you have to know when to fucking fold them and walk away and just say, listen, I'm just here to play my fucking guitar and do my job, you know?
Yeah.
like
Know
whatever,
when to hold them.
You just talk to me like a piece of shit. That's fine. I'm going to be out of your hair in 2 hours. Like, just leave me alone. That shit kind of sucks. There is that facet to it, you know? But then that's why the fans are so great. Because then you'll have somebody treating you like dog shit. And then I'll go to the merch table and somebody will tell me like that I'm one of their favorite guitar players of modern metal or whatever. And it's just like, oh, yeah, you go from 0 to 100.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's like, what the fuck?
Makes it worth
So
it in the end. Putting
it's
up
a
with the
roller coaster of emotions. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun, but it's so unpredictable. And it's always, you know, just talking about it is, you can talk about it forever. So, but that was our experience dealing with assholes, at least. That's just a little bit of it.
And me. I was there the whole time.
Yeah, that's not counting the like the crackheads and stuff that we dealt with, and
don't even get me started, buddy.
Yeah, there's like a few of those. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a big learning moment, but it's always fun. Sure. It always comes back to being able to tell a story, and
yeah, usually at the end of it, like, it's always a good time.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, sound guys.
The sound guys are hard to deal with.
Yeah, a lot of the sound of a show ultimately comes down to the sound guy that is appointed by the venue, who is someone that we don't know.
Right.
It's someone that we meet at the venue, and will sort of dictate a lot of what the people hear. Because we have our rig, you know, as you see behind me. I know a lot of people comment and say like, "Oh, Soup has a crackhead garage and he doesn't, you know, like, there's a lot of shit in his garage and he can't clean his garage." But this is where we
use that shit every day. Yeah.
This garage is where we come together as a band, and we say, like, when we rehearse our whole set. Like, we don't show up to a venue with no idea in mind. We don't really predict how it will go, but we have like a set sort of like, okay, we're gonna start our intro with this and have this go into this. We sort of have like a baseline idea of how things will operate. And sometimes sound guys, in their vast knowledge of audio engineering, will go in and add in effects that don't need added. Or, you know, because as a band, we are a 3-piece band. I play bass, I do the vocals, Brady does all the guitar, he does the rhythm and lead, and our drummer, Jacob Rigdon, he does all the drums. There is no underlying click, there's no underlying
raw
tracks. It's literally as raw.
I play a little harmonica, that's about it, though.
It's about as raw and real as a band can pretty much get. I mean, we don't. There's nothing in our set that isn't what we are doing
currently playing,
and that doesn't mean that we disrespect bands that have that. You know, we don't care. We don't give a fuck what other bands do.
You just are what you are.
We're proud that we don't.
Yeah, we don't care. Like, if there's
Old school
bands that
performance.
have. If there's bands that have tracks and have underlying vocals or bass or some sort of effect, that's fine.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Whatever you need to
We
do
don't-
to achieve your own show is your own vibe.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. We don't care. But we are very much a band that is about as raw and gritty as you can get.
It's on
when we
brand.
play live.
It's fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get
It's
up there
very
and we
on
play
brand.
our parts. We do what we need to do, and there's no bullshit in a matter of the sound of everything. But sometimes sound guys will come in and try to
Put their own spin on
guess.
it or something.
put their own sort of device, if you will, on what we do.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Sometimes that can add to the sound. But for the majority of shows we've played, it takes away from me and Brady and Jacob being in the moment of up there on stage. It's like, what the fuck is the sound guy doing? Like sometimes,
Yeah,
Like,
that
sometimes the
that
sound-
thought happens very frequently. What the fuck?
Also,
is the
when they
sound guy
turned the lights off during WMD, like, bro, one of the
Oh,
best
yeah, we
songs
played-
live to hear, and they fucking turned the lights off.
doing? Yeah,
it's
when
like
we were
dark
playing
on the
WMD,
stage.
all the lights just turned off in Jacksonville, and then they just kept them off until the song was over.
I'm trying to get a video, and it's just like, dude, it looks like your screen right now. It's just
Shit
like,
like that.
it's
Shit
just
like
like, all
that
right,
is
I'm just
why-
gonna turn the fucking camera off then.
And I wouldn't say that we want to play bigger venues. I mean, obviously we do, but I'm already sick of these little fucking like tiny places that are not staffed by people that actually care about live music. That's the biggest deal, because the majority of the issue really stems from the fact that most of the venues that will let a metal band play there and actually, you know, have even rock music at their venue, most of them are usually smaller in size. And as a result, you know, they don't have budget to hire on 1 million people. They're going to hire whatever sound guy they can. And it results in a pretty shitty experience. And I'm already just tired of like having to deal with people that don't actually care about the job that they're doing, which sucks, because I know that if we were playing at a different level with bigger shows that we wouldn't have this issue. And it sucks to know that other people's laziness are affecting our outcome.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of one of those things that you have to move past, because there's not much we can do about it at this rate, you know? So it does kind of suck a little bit when you think about it that way. But we do everything within our power to make it sound good, and we rehearse like fucking crazy. All we do is practice.
every week.
Yeah.
It's like clockwork. I mean, our music that we play, it's not for the most part, a super intricate sort of thing, but we still want it to
It
be.
gets tough sometimes.
Yeah, we still want it to be as simple, I guess, as you could put it from a musical standpoint. We still want it to be as close to what we record in the studio as possible, without tracks and without a click. We're still we kind of pride ourselves on being the version that you hear on Spotify or YouTube or where Apple Music, iTunes, wherever you hear it. We want it to be pretty much as close to what you hear from a recording in the studio standpoint as what you hear live. I mean, yeah, there's obviously some crowd interaction and points where the crowd comes in and adds an element to what we're doing, but we want it to be like basically as close there as possible without it being, I guess, fake in a way, or sort of like it's not a realistic thing we can reach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I just think you go ahead, dude.
Well, I was
My
gonna
bad,
say,
bro.
yeah. I mean, you people show up expecting to hear "Mean It" how they heard it, and you deliver it. So
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound artificial.
yeah,
Which Mean It is so fun to play live, because if there's one song that all the kids know the words to, it's Mean It, and it's just like when
I
they're
like
when they're
WMD
shouting
live.
it back at you, it's fucking awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that feeling of the crowd, and it really doesn't matter if it's one person. Like in Lake Worth, our last show in Florida was pretty.
He's a little tiny. Yeah.
Our last show that we played in Florida was definitely not what we, I guess, sort of expected, or not really expected, but it wasn't something that we, I guess, I don't know how to put my finger on it without sounding like an asshole, but it's not like our last show in Florida wasn't what we, I guess, hoped for, in a way, which is fine. We don't care. We don't care if we're playing to nobody, or because we literally jam in my garage for friends. If friends come over and they're hanging out and they're like, "Hey, we want to hear some Slackjaw," it's like, we'll come out here and play. So it's fun regardless. But our last show in Florida was definitely on the like lower end of comparatively to the first two shows. Our first two shows were like here,
Yeah.
and our last show was very much
Just like a bit of an underwhelming finish compared
yeah.
to lower energy,
Yeah.
lower crowd. Yeah.
lower energy, but that's fine. We will still bring the best that we can to those kind of shows, but we want to make it as authentic and as real as we can. You know, there's no larger than life sort of element to it. It's very much real. It's very much three guys playing music. If we play it here in my garage, if we play it in a parking lot in Augusta, Georgia, for free, you know, it's
Just about the
as
music, boy.
real- It's as real as it can get, and we like that. We like it being real. We like our sound being real, and it's live, and it's three people expressing ourselves as best as we can. You know, we I don't know. We love it, and it's a love for music. It's a love for creativity, and it's a love for just being. We are. There's like a gratuity, I guess, if that's the word to it, that we are grateful that anybody, I mean, 10 people to 100 to whatever, we are grateful anyone will show up, and we are grateful for anything we can get, sort of thing.
Yeah, because you would think that, like, you know, like Soup's band would be getting a lot of like fucking emails and DMs about shows, but like really a lot of times we're trying to book our own shit. We literally, like, Dallas and I will basically cold call and like cold email venues with our portfolio, like a proper shows how many listeners we have, etc., and that we're just wanting to play anywhere, anytime. And like the amount of people that don't answer us back is fucking, it's over 85% of the emails we send never get responses.
Yeah.
Which really sucks, because it's like, how do you go forward without
Right.
like, I guess, finding some industry fucking guru? Because it's like you're already doing everything that you can in your power to go out there and kick ass, but it's a matter of whether or not these venues want you to actually go play them.
Yeah, I imagine it's probably kind of oversaturated. I imagine there's a lot of people trying to get gigs all over the place.
Yeah.
I don't know anything
Yeah,
about
for
this
sure.
world, but that's just, I imagine that's probably what it's like.
That's exactly what it's like, and usually they can be anywhere from like 3 to 4 months in advance. A lot of times, sometimes even 5 and 6 months. Some, you know, more popular venues like the Masquerade in Atlanta, they plan shows months in advance, so that way they always have people coming to their venue and getting revenue in the door.
Yeah.
But, and I understand, because, like, you know, for them it's a business, but all of our fans, you know, they're like, fucking come to California, come to Texas, and it's like, hey, look, we went to y'all's cities and we emailed all the people there and they didn't give a fuck. So it's like, somebody's got to tell us to come there and then give us a spot and we'll go.
Right.
Yeah.
We show up and we make our own stage in a parking lot somewhere. I guess we could always do that, but
Yeah.
it'd be a lot of planning.
We're very, very grateful and a lot of the people that show up and talk to me personally are people that listen to the podcast and follow a lot of the online sort of thing, and it's beautiful. I feel like there's a big disconnect in a way from the online thing. It's like the online people think that you're some larger than life whatever, like, content creator, and it couldn't be farther from the truth.
Just a dude.
Yeah, even especially like you do. I mean, you are a fantastic example that me and you especially. There's no big production. There's no sort of like overarching thing. It's like we are just who we are, and
yeah, it is still weird. I don't think I'll ever get used to like meeting like a grown ass dude on Omegle, and he's actually shitting his pants just to talk to me, and I'm like, dude, I'm just like, I fart for a living, like I look at people jack off for a living, I play some guitar, like I'm just a guy. So yeah. We're just dudes who had some talents in the right places and were able to get an audience out of them. Really, that's really all it is.
Yeah, but that fucking mentality to me is so it's so bizarre. It's just so weird. Like, people that come up to me and talk to me at these shows and everything, they talk, like, not a lot of them, but some of them think that there's like some mystique or like magic or something, or like some Illuminati Bohemian Grove.
Right, like you're some greater evolved being or something to them.
Yeah, like we've been out there killing babies to get to the point where we're
drinking goat's blood and shit.
You're a very smart guy. Yes, I like it.
It's just like I yeah, like we've just been in the right place, right time.
Oh, big luck component for sure.
Yeah, like I'm no different than you, sort of thing. Like, people will come up to me at these shows and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe! Oh my God, you're here!" And like, "Wow, what are you doing here?" And it's just like, dude, I would come here on a Tuesday morning to drink a beer. It's like,
I can tell you that I have known Dallas since like elementary school, and so if he did his whole Bohemian Grove thing, that happened when he was like 7. So
yeah,
he has been the same way since I ever knew him.
Has he ever disappeared for about 2 weeks at a time? Ever lose contact with him for a little blip?
Maybe when we were like 6 years old. Yeah, I think that may have happened.
But yeah, like when
he wasn't at baseball practice today. I wonder where he's at.
like when I met Brady, it was so much just a sort of like the stars kind of aligned,
gay
kind of thing. Like yeah. It's gay as fuck. It's definitely me and Brady met in a gay orgy.
Let's fucking go.
But no, like anybody out there that is doing their art form or doing something they love, it's a big testament. I mean, you can look at me and do as an example of success in a way, but it's just be yourself, be who you are. Don't be afraid of what you love or what you like to do. And if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But
if you enjoy doing it, then you haven't really lost. That's the beauty of doing what you love.
Yeah.
That's should be the number one goal, really, I would think.
Right, and that's why the number one advice that people give for doing anything on YouTube is definitely make stuff that you like. Don't make stuff that you don't like, because if you get stuck doing shit you don't like, then it's kind of a yikes.
It's not going to be good anyways.
Right.
I think people can see through that anyways.
Absolutely.
You could just fake it for a little while, but eventually.
That's the whole reason why I stopped making YouTube videos too.
Yeah.
I was playing video games. I was just
that.
I can't continue to play video games and record them because it just wasn't fun.
I
was enjoying
see through
talking
that
and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's just different fucking people just do different things.
Yeah, like me and Do outside of the Goons as a brand, I guess me and Do and Blarg and McNasty, like we were sort of already, I guess, going on our own sort of tangent, if you will, on the internet. Luckily, we all kind of meshed together as a sort of like-minded mindset and music and fun and humor
And racism.
yeah, like offensive comedy, whatever.
Yeah.
Like we all sort of like met up at this middle ground. But like if I never met Do, like Do would still be at some astronomical standpoint.
No, I'm just
Nah, you made me.
But you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I was doing like solo shit until we did the Goons.
yeah.
Yeah,
And you
I
were
was gonna
too. I mean,
say-
you were on like the Rust shit when I first like found you, and I don't know what McNasty was doing at first, but yeah, everybody was on their own path.
He was sniffing gasoline. I just, I don't know.
Makes so much sense.
But it's so important to people because people like us think that they, like people that come up to me at a show and want a photo or an autograph, they put me on some pedestal as like some larger than life bullshit, and it's just like it couldn't be farther from the truth, man. I talked to some people outside of Jacksonville. I talked to this guy and his dad, and this guy's dad. He's talking to me, and he's like, "Why are you sitting here wasting my time talking to me?" He's like, "You could be like fucking some bitches, or like
Yeah.
you could be doing blow with like all these rock stars," and it's like, dude,
I don't know, because I'm having fun. I don't know, like.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, dude, I'm no better than you are, and he's like, yeah, you are, and it's like, no, I'm not.
That's sad to hear.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I relate to you because
It's like, dude, I killed
feel-
3 people today. Sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm just kidding.
That's like, dude, everyone in Left to Suffer, I just rammed their van and killed the whole band. Like, they're not a band anymore because I killed them all.
Big Six is not even happening now.
Broke up,
Yeah.
man.
But
Damn.
seriously, it's just like, dude, no one. It's like I'm fortunate to be here, and anyone could fill my position. It's not there's not some big overarching mentality about it. It's just create the art that you love, do what you enjoy, and really, like, if you really love what you do and enjoy, then go for it. Go all in. It's scary. It is scary at first. I can say firsthand that before I was in the Goons, before I met Do, luckily, and before I before I had people, the right people
Yeah.
to help me, it's like I was over here, man. I was just doing my own thing and hoping and dreaming that what I do is right.
I think the most
And-
important piece of advice to give, though, is not necessarily that it is achievable, but it's that, like, seriously, if you're not 21, if you're not 25 or fucking 30, like, you have nothing to lose, dude. Like, go do it. There's
Yeah.
nothing. The only thing that's stopping you from doing it is you. Like, then is your time to try.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why,
don't-
like, I learned that
don't be
shit very
afraid.
early on. That's why, like, when I was 15 years old when we started the band, and that was like I've been grinding out like I would in my 20s since I was 15, because when I was 15 years old, I had no fucking responsibilities. I didn't have to pay any bills. All the money I made was cash. It was tax free. I would just, all the money I get from cutting grass, dude, and go use it to fucking record the record. It's like, literally, that's the kind of shit that you have to be willing to do if you want to do what you want to do. Or alternatively, you can get stuck working somewhere from somebody, and then you'll never make enough money to do the things you want to do. Because, like, there has to be a point in time at which you make the choice that you're going to become your own boss and you're going to do what you want to do, because that's the only thing that's going to net you any real income or, happiness in your life, is being able to do the things you want to do, right? Or alternatively, you wage slave for a major corporation, or you work underneath of somebody your whole life. You can take whatever vacation you want. Some people like that.
Literally
Some
what
people
we were
it's-
talking about, Brady. You remember that?
Yeah.
We were
Some
just talking
people
about
like
the other
that.
day.
It's, and it gives them stability and whatever, but it's like, okay, but you're never going to have any like money.
You get
You're never
stuck
gonna
in a
have money
cycle,
money.
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're never going to go travel those places you want to go to. Like you got to want it. And if there's plenty of people that want it more than you, so the more you sit around and wait, the more you're just wasting your own fucking time. Because nobody else is going to do it for you. You know, you got to just go get it yourself. And this shit is hard, but that's why I respect like all your guys' grind. Like going back to what you said earlier, because it relates exactly. I mean, every single one of you guys as content creators were well off doing your own thing. I remember, and I was telling Dallas this, but dude, I was like, but before I met Dallas, I was watching your videos.
Hell
back when, you had like 200K around that time, and you were doing the Black Ops 2 lobby
Holy
stuff.
shit. You're an OG
Yeah.
fan. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
man. Literally, like I loved your shit going on early.
Brady's
and-
a guitar player, and
Yeah.
Brady is. I'm telling you, when I met Brady, outside of he didn't know who the fuck I was. He didn't know who
I
the
didn't
fuck
know him
you
from
were.
YouTube or anything yet.
It was just a natural sort of like, oh my God, this guy, we get one another. We have this camaraderie. We have this brotherhood. It's just like no brainer.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But go ahead, Brady. Tell him.
That was it though. But that's what I was
Talk your
just saying.
shit, bro.
I think it was cool though, like referring back to what I said though, that like you guys all had your own separate hustles. You came together and you made something really great. And that's basically, I mean, you and I were kind of the same way, except I just didn't know that you were a YouTuber at the time. I remember you gave me your Instagram and I got your Instagram and you had like, I think you had 30K on Instagram. I remember being like, this guy has a lot of fucking followers for some reason. And I click on his Instagram link in his bio and it was his YouTube channel.
He's redneck trolling.
Yeah,
He's like,
and then
what the
and I
hell?
was, yeah, exactly. He was doing like redneck trolling videos. Well, I think he was a little older than at that point. He had done those already, but I remember like his channel was still young too. Dallas had about 250K, 280 when I met him, and now you guys are just fucking gone off and made the Goons, and that's like, to me it reminds me a lot of kind of like what we did with the band. You just join forces and you compile all your resources and make one great big project.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's super fucking cool, man. It really is.
Yeah, I could have never foreseen a podcast or a group when I first started YouTube. When I was just doing everything
Yeah.
alone, figuring everything out alone. It's so nice
Yep.
to actually like have a group of people to
Exactly.
fall back on, to get advice from, to just share experiences with and shit. It's very nice.
Yeah. That's like a lot of what Dallas and I were talking about too. We've said that exact same thing, that like when we started making music, neither of us really believed we were going to be in a band, because where we grew up, both small places in South Carolina and Georgia, and we were like, listen, we like from the towns we grew up in, the only people that listened to metal music were our mom and dad. And you know, Dallas's case, it was just his dad, but like, you know, some of us weren't even lucky enough to be graced with music that wasn't the top 50 or whatever bullshit they played on the
Yep.
fucking radio station in the car. And so, you know, for us, we didn't really see it as there was a market for music where we lived, and we just started doing our own independent projects. And that was why when I finally met him and he met me, we both had the same feeling like, oh shit, like, wait a minute. Like, I found somebody that's as good as I am that also wants it as bad as I do. And now the possibility to make it work is actually there. And it's that feeling is like awesome.
Yeah.
Because you almost can't really, you can do it by yourself, but you know, you having the collaboration and like you said, having somebody to fall back on and get advice from, all that shit is just profoundly important. It makes all the more sense to have a team as opposed to do it by yourself.
It really is, dude. It really is. I would say the friendship aspect of
Most important.
everything. It really is. It sounds corny. It sounds like some motivational fucking speaker sort of bullshit that you'd hear. But like, you know, me and Ethan, for example, like Ethan was a big proponent and to me being the sort of person that I am, because you grow up especially in a small town, a small southern nobody gives a fuck. Like, I mean, I'm from. If you threw a dart at South Carolina, I mean, you still wouldn't even hit where I'm from.
The dart
You know,
would be
like,
too big to cover the town.
Yeah, like I'm a nobody from nowhere, and seeing someone
I feel
like
that.
Ethan, you know, yeah, like it's so important, like having friends and having people that you can confide in, because I personally was afraid of how I feel. I was afraid of the things that I like, and this is before the internet. Like I mean, I grew up. Me and Ethan, you know, we grew up in a time in the South that is so predates the internet by a landslide.
It's
We
very
were living-
forgotten about too.
We were living in the past.
Like living like living in the Stone Age, pretty much.
Well, like
Yeah.
we were
and
talking
I was.
about.
Go
Well, I'm
ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry for butting in, but like to
No, you're
put it
good.
into perspective for the listeners, we were talking about it on the RV that like when you guys were growing up, I wasn't around for it, but you guys were around to see the last of the smoking sections in like restaurants. Like
Yeah.
you guys were talking about that.
Yeah.
That's about as to think that was even still like acceptable when you guys were
Yeah.
young was like it is like fucking nuts.
I remember.
It was just very different.
I
for
remember
sure.
sitting in a fucking Applebee's, and I don't know if you remember what Applebee's looks like on the inside, but like, the smoking section would just be like a wall that's like waist high, and then
Yeah,
there's
ain't
the
doing
smoking section
shit.
over there, and there's literally people just smoking like 2 inches from your face, but they're in the smoking section. That shit was so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
and
So wild.
you know, growing up for me, you know, I really I didn't have a lot of friends and a lot of people that I could confide in with how I felt as a person, or how my mentality sort of you know, granted the internet was it was here, but a lot of people weren't using that to its advantage. Ethan was a person in my life that reflected a lot of what I felt in a way, and Ethan was like sort of the guy that would come to me and be like, you know, you're not wrong.
You're
for,
not crazy.
thinking-
Don't worry.
You're not crazy, because like a lot of ideas or a lot of like things that I thought, as far as the music, as far as the YouTube, any sort of online entity, from an outsider perspective, as a viewer, to somebody watching this, you may feel like, oh, to be in Soup's position or Dew's position or Ethan or Brady, like to be in their position is wild, and I could never imagine myself there, but like that's how I felt.
Yeah, everybody
Whenever
who's
I
had
was-
it has had that same exact thought process.
Like,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I felt as a kid, and I very, very much felt that. Like
We
I
just
I
run
felt,
things by each other, and we're like, I don't know.
Yeah,
We're not.
I felt like I was an outsider. I felt like I was a weirdo. I felt like I was a fucking moron.
Well,
I'm not falling into the like status quo of
Yeah.
my quote unquote niche society.
yeah,
Like,
different than your
I've-
peers.
Yeah,
All in
I'm-
line,
I-
soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah, I felt
get a cookie
very
cutter
much,
job. Do what
Yeah.
everybody else be doing.
You have a few
And-
options. Do one of these.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's no other.
Inside of me, I very much felt like I should fall in line, and the people that were older than me told me, "You got to be here. You got to
Yeah.
be here. You got to do this. If you
This
don't
is
do
the way to
this-"
do it.
Well,
Yeah.
throughout all
And-
of
and-
school, you're taught exactly how to think, get in line, do this. You're gonna prepare for
it's
college.
scary.
You're gonna
School,
get a
even our
job. you're gonna-
coaches too, like playing
Yeah.
baseball.
Yeah,
our
like-
coaches
like-
were the same way. Like
Yeah, like
the
baseball
men in our
coaches
lives,
or-
the leaders in our lives were like that.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
like, this is what you have to do, or this. Or,
Well, it
you
was
know what I
very
mean? Like,
it was
Yeah.
very black and white
Stay
thinking.
here.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
a one
like-
choice
like-
or the other choice. It was a lot
Yeah,
of
like
time.
very, very black and white. Like if you don't fall in line here, you're a bad person. You're gonna go to hell, I guess, in a religious aspect. And
There was no
you know,
thinking outside the box. That was not promoted
there
in
was,
any way.
there was no, yeah, like Ethan said, there's no outside mentality to it when you grow up in a small southern town. And there's nothing wrong with having, I guess, that mentality if that's what you're about. But it was nice to have someone like Ethan that really, really, I guess, made me feel as a person like, you know what, I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not like
Like your
it
existence
could
was
work.
justified in a way.
Yeah.
so far outlandish, because a lot of people, where where we grew up and where we're from, in small ass fucking nowhere South Carolina, and in the South in general, it's very much do this, you got to do this,
Do what your dad did, or do what,
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yep.
it's
Fall
just like,
in
here's the
line.
natural order of events, and you must follow those.
Yeah, and
I mean-
luckily I branched out and I saw the internet and I saw bands that I like doing this sort of thing, and
And then I went
And
away to
everything.
college instead.
yeah,
You
and
pussy,
I
you
stayed-
fell in line with the Matrix.
Hey, but honestly, that's not even the Matrix where I'm from. That's still
Yeah.
outside the box.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
where Ethan went was like, here's the Matrix and here's Ethan.
Yeah.
But it was always nice to have somebody who like Ethan, and I love that motherfucker. I do. I seriously can say that I would not be the person I was without Ethan, because he
Buddy.
very much, no, dude, I don't, like, it's the truth. I very much felt this sort of way, and I felt like this, and Ethan was very much the guy that was like,
You're validated.
you're validated.
Yeah.
You're not.
Oh, we did
you're
that
not-
for each other. It's just like friends,
Yeah.
like you did that for me too. You know what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
was, because a lot of
And-
other people were very like, here we go, got to do what
Yeah.
Daddy did. You know what I mean? And like,
and me and Ethan, our whole life, we confided in one another and how we felt
for sure.
about certain things, or our view of the outside world, because a lot of people where we're from, they don't see that. They don't ever get to like branch out and see, like, even
There's so
like,
much more to it. So much more
there's
that
a
can happen.
lot more to life, and there's a lot more outside of your little bubble of thinking, and outside of, like, it's like, here's what you as a person have been taught and told your whole life as factual, and here's the world. It's just like, there's so much that can come in and tell you. And I for so long, I felt like I was a person that was wrong. I felt like I was a person that was just on the wrong path, or not doing the right thing as a human. And Ethan would come in as my best friend and tell me, like, that's not wrong. And as far as into the band, because Ethan knew from the beginning, we would watch Avenged Sevenfold videos, we would watch Metallica and Pantera, and like from day one, I was like, this is what I feel like I need to do as a person. Like, this is, I love music, I love humor, I love comedy, I love this shit. Like, this is my corner, my small little fucking corner of the world, that this is what I love. And Ethan was always that person to kind of, like, when I felt like I was outside of my boundary, he would always be like, nah, you're good. And even meeting Brady and starting the band, like, Ethan was the person that was sort of like bring me back to the reality of the worldwide scope of things, and be like, dude, I promise you're good. You're on the right path. And,
You ain't
and
crazy,
Brady,
buddy. Don't worry.
Good
yeah,
guy,
and
Ethan.
Brady too. You know, Brady was, and even you do like. And you know, I might be a little drunk.
Yeah.
But seriously,
Yeah, it's all right.
I was gonna say that's okay. We're letting you go with it.
And
But-
you
but
know,
seriously,
and
You
you
know,
know.
you're being a sweetie pie.
no,
I like
but
this, Dallas.
Like, it
Yeah.
Oh,
might be
man.
sweet. It might be.
This
sweet.
is why I give you a big old hug and wet kiss if I'm with you.
But
Yeah.
it's but to you guys, like Dew and Brady and everybody that's involved with the overarching vastness, it's nice to have people that are like-minded, and
Yeah.
nice to have people to keep you grounded. And Brady is very much there in an everyday aspect as someone who is very much like Brady's
tool.
like a hornet.
I'm on the job.
Brady's
Brady
like
is. I'll give him that.
Brady,
He is.
Brady's a hornet. You know,
Yeah.
he's very much if I ever get to some point that is like whatever, Brady very comes in and fucking he's like do this, and it's not ever something that I take
Keeps
for
you
granted.
grounded,
And
though.
yeah, and likewise with you, dude. Like I don't care, man. It's a realistic standpoint, and someone like you that is very similar in ideology
Yeah.
and whatever. It's nice to have people that are level-headed and grounded, and we did not come from shit. We are nothing.
No.
And-
I have a very similar origin
You know.
story to you, actually. I am from a very random, undisclosed part of Missouri. There's no music scene. There's none of that shit. I didn't have a friend like Ethan. I was actually very discouraged to pursue YouTube. And
Sorry to hear that.
my parents-
should have called me.
yeah, I wish Ethan, I should have met you in this life as well. But my parents were okay, but they were very much like, you get the job first, and if YouTube happens, then cool, or whatever.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Right.
yeah, no, I didn't like, I'm not some fucking music-born prodigy or something, and like I was in Berkeley and doing all this shit, you know?
Right.
Dude, I have a question for you though.
Yeah.
When did you start playing? I'm sure you've had this question a lot, but I just want to know.
No, that's fine.
Like, do you remember what age you started or around what time?
My introduction? I might be a little drunk.
You all right?
My introduction.
Listen, I could be
I
drunk.
might be a
buddy.
little drunk off that gamer subs code goons. But my
That real
intro
quick. Code
my
Goons.
introduction to music was in like 4th grade. My mom made me play violin in the orchestra at school,
Oh, wow.
which I fucking hated at the time because it took place during recess. So
Right.
it was
Good
very
discipline, though.
much a bad thing in my life at the time.
Can you still rip some Lynn?
I ripped some limb, bro. I was not very good. I did not take it seriously and whatever. But
enough.
so I did that for like a year, and then around age 12, my dad had an acoustic laying around. My dad was like
Yep.
in a pretty big band for the area. He played a lot of shows, played in various different states.
Was he a guitar player?
He was a guitar player, lead guitar. Yep.
Oh, wow. Nice.
He was pretty fucking good. But he was like super rusty at this point. He had quit and he had done the sort of artsy thing, then had kids and went and got more the corporate life. So he kind of left that behind.
Right.
But yeah, he had some of his shit laying around, guitars, amps, and whatever. And so I just sort of gravitated towards those. And then that's when it was like, I really fucking like guitar. Violin was not the thing for me. But
That's awesome.
so yeah,
That's
so
really
That
awesome.
is awesome.
he taught me for maybe a year, and then everything else was just like listening to tapes, listening to like actual cassettes to age myself a little bit,
Yeah.
listening to fucking cassettes and
Trying to pick it out by ear.
trying to pick it out by ear, which I'm actually glad I did it that way, and I didn't have like
Yep.
all
too.
formal lessons because I feel like I started developing my ear kind of early on, which is really important to do.
It
That
really,
perfect
really
pitch.
helps.
That perfect pitch shit, yeah.
Developing your ear is by far the most important metric, I believe, too. Because I'm
Absolutely.
entirely self-taught. I haven't had
Nice.
a lesson, but like my old man was a drummer and still is a drummer, and like he's the reason I got behind a drum kit, because he had a drum kit upstairs that he'd play all the time, and so a similar story, but yeah, it's really awesome. I think too, especially if your parents are musicians. That if they've got stuff laying around, they'll let you play it. Pick it up and try it because you never know. Like you might really like it.
And dude's dad said, "Son, one day you will see dicks on the Omegle, and you will play guitar for them."
He prophesied over me that I would see more naked men than any man has ever seen.
You will strum the guitar for the dicks. Yes.
Sometimes
luckily-
they'll strum their. I might be drunk. They'll strum their dick back at you.
Yeah,
Fuck's sake.
luckily for me, my dad, he was a bass player in a
What?
couple. Like,
Dallas,
yeah, my dad,
your
yeah.
dad played bass.
yeah.
You never told me this the whole time I knew you.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't think it
That's
was important.
badass. Oh
Yeah,
my
he-
god.
He
Yo,
played
that's
bass for a little
sick.
while.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry for
it
freaking
was-
out. I totally blew my fucking mind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
like the big thing, which is funny for me because I never in a million years thought that I, as the bass player of Slackjaw, my band, would ever. I never thought I would be a bass player.
You always
But
played guitar growing up, always.
Yeah, my dad, he very, very much ingrained in me. He played bass. He whatever. He that was his thing.
He was nasty.
He was a bass player. True. And
He was a bass player. He very, very much ingrained in me in any music that I listened to growing up. Metallica, Pantera,
Yep.
Slayer,
Yep.
Megadeth, Godsmack, Avenged Sevenfold, whatever.
Same here.
He very much country, anything. He very much ingrained in me as a person the rhythm. That was something that like he would pick me up from school. He would pick me up. He'd pick me and Ethan up. We would be.
I was
picked
getting
up.
ready to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Ethan. He would pick us up from school, and the rhythm, the feel of the music, was something that he always ingrained in me, and he told me at a very, very young age was very much that the rhythm and the feel of the music and how the drums sort of like do whatever and how the bass correlates with what the drums are doing. That was something that he very much ingrained in me, and I gravitated towards the guitar and towards the riffs and everything, but the rhythm and how the feel of the overall music, whatever we were listening to.
It's random too, because I wasn't like. Another reason I loved hanging out with Dallas so much is I wasn't even allowed to listen to that music really at my house. So I always
that's
like
fucking
every time
crazy.
hanging out with Dallas, like it was like Godsmack, Metallica, whatever. Like I grew up
Go over and
Listen
sin
to
for a
that.
little while.
because of that. Yeah, like and I would come home with Ozzy. I'd play some Ozzy when I got home. My mom would hate
Ozzy,
it.
all that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really feel bad for kids whose parents don't let them listen to what they want to listen to.
I just wasn't allowed,
That's
and I
gotta
loved
be a
the
really
drums.
shitty feeling.
The drums
Yeah,
was always
I
my thing.
wasn't-
Like
Because I
wasn't
grew up
allowed.
like when I was a young kid, I was listening to 1919 Eternal, Black Label Society, and like I was listening to 10,000 Days by Tool. So like my mom was playing Tool, my dad was playing Black Label and Black Sabbath.
My
and-
mom loves like Black Sabbath and shit, so I'm very fortunate in
Nice.
that way too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dubro listens to Black Sabbath. Think about that for a minute.
yeah, I was
Hell
straight
yeah,
up
dude,
not- I was not allowed to play that at my house, and like I
Yeah,
loved the drums, and
That's
I was
wild.
the drums were not
Yeah.
loud at my house. I was like,
Yeah,
nope.
me and Ethan are similar in an aspect to where it was very, very much against the status quo, I guess, to even cuss, like even have
Anything.
a
Fucking kidding me?
rock, dude, I'm telling you, like if you
Yeah.
listen to like Hoobastank, I mean, it was like, dude,
My mom would be
no-
like,
I
"Look,
like
Casting
it.
Crowns is
Yeah.
Casting Crowns is playing a little bit too heavy right here. I don't like 'em."
Yeah, like dude, listening
I
to
don't know
like,
about
hell?
Skillet.
Yeah, like I'll tell you this, like listening to like Nickelback, even growing up, like as funny as it may sound to people listening now, listening to just something as simple as Nickelback, Creed, Matchbox 20,
Shine
like
Down.
Shine
Oh,
Down,
All those
stuff like
2000s.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that for me was very, very much on the extreme side of things. And
For your mom. Because luckily your dad was cool and would let us, like, we would listen to
yeah.
good music and shit, but, like, both of our moms were just nausa.
Yeah.
Not gonna happen.
Our mothers were super, super Christian, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that mentality. If that's what you want to have and that's what you want to do, that's fine. But
There is something
Yeah.
wrong with controlling what music your kid can and can't listen to. Though.
yeah, but there's something.
I think so. Maybe that's not
in-
a good position
No,
to have, but you know,
you're not wrong though. But there's something inside of you that wants to explore and wants to
Yeah.
like go to the extreme.
I'm just like, damn, I won't even listen to the words. I just like the damn drums.
just
Like, I don't
sounds
fucking
cool.
listen to the
realize-
drums.
yeah, they
Well,
don't
Like,
realize
I
the
don't
more
care about what the
taboo they
words
make
are
it.
saying.
A lot of the times, this kind of mentality is the rubber band effect. I've seen it happen because it's a very
Yeah.
conservative area here. A lot of friends conservative. The parents who are the strictest, once they get out on their own, they become fucking wild.
That's
Yeah,
like
I
the
was
preacher's
just about
daughter
to say
thing.
that.
Yeah, you
that's
can
very
only
true.
you can only go so far with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's very true for sure. I don't
But
know. It's
I see that effect in a lot of Slackjaw fans, even like when they come to our shows. People that will talk to me will say, I never really listened to rock, any kind of rock, like
at all. Yeah,
bass line. Like I've never even listened to like Creed. I've never listened to Nickelback. I've never listened to like any of these like, quote unquote, main level
successful bands.
rock bands that have made it and are substantial in rock. I've never listened to like Nickelback. I've never listened to Creed. Never heard of Metallica. I've never heard of like Rat, Poison, Guns N' Roses. I mean, like you would think like someone like us, we've heard that. Like we know Guns N' Roses, we know Poison, we know Rat, we know Aerosmith. But people that come to our shows, like Slackjaw shows, will come up to me and Brady and say, "You are the first rock band we've ever heard."
And they
That
like
right
Fucking
there is
cool.
like,
fucking nuts.
it's like, dude.
that is
But
kind of
literally
cool to
that's-
hear, honestly.
That's what we
Yeah.
get. I would
Like,
say,
buddy,
that's
you
what
are
we
in
get
for a
the
long
most.
road, brother.
It's like, I got a treat for you, son. It's like, if you think we're good,
I wish we
I
could
got-
switch places.
yeah. There's a little band called Godsmack. Like
Yeah,
Go
right.
type it
It's
in
like,
Avenged
dude.
Sevenfold in Google and tell me what you think.
But that is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's one of the greatest compliments. Like a lot of these kids, they haven't really got to experience the heavier side of music. But they grew up. Their parents listened to like 80s pop music, so they grow up listening to what their friends listen to in high school. It's the top 40, whatever. But it's really cool. I think that like 70% of our fan interactions are people coming up to us and saying that like we put them onto this genre. Now they like Lona Shore. Now they like whatever.
You're like the
and we're
gateway
not taking.
band.
Yeah, we're not. By no means are we saying this to say that like it's cool that we're putting them. Well, we are saying it's cool to put them on. We're not taking credit for putting them into the genre, but at the same time, it's like, dude, you were somebody that watched Soup videos on YouTube and were like, hey, Soup has a band. Never listened to metal music. Listen to Slackjaw. Heavy as fuck. Liked it. That is like a huge, huge compliment. It really is. Like, I do think that's still the coolest thing about the playing the shows to me is when kids come up and they say that, because it's, to turn somebody into a fan of an entire genre that they hadn't heard previously and have it be as extreme as it is in our nature. It's like, it's a 1 in a million shot, but it feels like it happens every day we go play these shows. It's really
Yeah.
fucking cool.
For sure. It's like, dude, you've never heard Do play guitar? Well, hey, if you think we are good at guitar.
Okay, buddy.
You should watch Do. And they get into
Play the anime theme song on Omegle to a guy with his dick out of his shorts.
But
You're gonna
You're in
read
for a ride, buddy.
it happens.
I'm just playing.
No, I got you.
That kind of shit happens, and it blows my mind
Yeah. Oh,
when that happens. Yeah, it's like, dude,
I get comments
You think-
like that too. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say, dude, I bet you get a lot of comments like that.
It's a little bit different. I mean, obviously, I introduce people to like a wide array of music because it's like whatever the fuck people want to hear on Omegle. So it's like totally random. So people hear
Yeah,
all
I've seen
sorts
you
of shit.
do lots of different like genres and styles, which is part of the reason why I've been following you for so long because of that. Like,
Hell
just,
yeah.
it seems like you can play almost anything, which
Shit.
is really, that's a skill in and of itself because it's tough.
Yeah, I kind
oh
of.
yeah, dude's a beast.
Oh, thanks, man. That's the
I
most
love you.
wholesome.
I'd suck
I
your
love,
dick.
dude. Suck the white off my cock, baby. But
A lot of white on my screen, buddy.
But yeah, no, I kind of got forced into that because like I would just take requests and shit, and so it's like, that's when I think I definitely got a lot better at the instrument. It's like when
Yeah.
people say that they're stuck in a rut, it's typically because they've learned
They're not learning.
metal riff 47, and so
Yep.
when you go out there, you play like funk, jazz, fusion. You play pop, you play country, like that shit'll break you out of your box. Get out of that
Thank
pentatonic
you.
scale.
I
and
could
shit.
see that.
You're the first person I've heard stress the importance of that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like an echo chamber when I say that on Instagram all the time, but that's the truth of it. Like there is no such thing as a rut. You just stop learning shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if you're in a rut, what's your favorite band? It's like, oh, if it comes to mind, if it's a band with an instrument, it's like, well, why don't you try learning one of their songs?
Yep.
What the fuck? Like you're in a rut, so get out of it.
Yep.
You know, Start
Literally
working.
play like whatever's on the opposite spectrum, end of the spectrum of what you play. Go learn that shit.
Yep. And it really does. Like that's part. Like I was in a rut for a long time, especially with leads, where I felt like I was really slowing down. Like I hit that plateau.
Yeah.
Like where I could do a lot of legato. I'm still there. I'm almost out of it, but like I'm branching the shred level, and it's like I'm almost there. But one of the things that I learned being in that rut of like not necessarily being able to be at that level of proficiency was that I went to the bluegrass style of like country chicken picking.
Oh, yeah.
And I started learning how to hybrid pick and stuff.
Yes.
And man, dude, I've been playing for over 10 years and I have never felt more stupid. Like sitting there going, holy shit. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like I've never like touched this before. And I spent like 5-6 months just getting good at it. And it's that alone, it motivates you because then you feel inspired to start learning harder shit. The harder shit you learn, the better you get.
Yes,
It's
sir.
really that simple. Like
Yeah.
I'm really glad too that we were able to offer this. That at least out of everything that we said in the podcast for people who are musicians, that's the most important part right there.
Yeah.
Is what Dew said. It literally, because that advice will get you out of any rut at all.
Oh yeah. Anytime I've ever been like, man, my playing's getting stale. Like, I just learned like. Have I learned the gypsy scale before? Like, I don't know. Like, will I ever use
Yeah.
it? I don't know. But like, whatever. Go learn it. You know.
Gypsy scale,
Just learn something, some random bullshit, and you'll be like, holy shit. Like you were saying, like hybrid picking. I started doing that sometime last year, like more and more, and I was like, damn, I was retarded for not doing this sooner. It just
Yeah,
makes
but-
sense to do.
But I like it. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like now that I do it and you have the roll technique down, it's like, oh man, you
Yeah.
can. Yeah, I'm loving experimenting like now with Slackjaw songs. You know,
Yeah.
there's solos that I'm trying to do like hybrid chicken pick in the solos, and it's like we'll see what it turns out like. But
Put some
it's-
Polyphia
it's-
shit in a Slackjaw song.
Yeah, it's like this extra layer of shit that it's something you had in your toolbox before you had started working. So it's like now that you've got a tool, your job's a little easier, and you can do more shit with it. It's a very powerful tool, the learning on the guitar, especially like you said with different styles. There's a lot to be learned from jazz guitar too. That was one of the things I did. I picked up
yeah.
a jazz theory book. Man,
That'll blow your dick off sideways.
I still don't understand. I've gone through it already. I don't understand half of it. I have to go back and like
Jazz is a
decipher.
trip and a half. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, bro. It's really hard.
Yep.
But it's fun though. It's hard, but it's fun. So as long as that's what it is for everybody else, and of course, like practicing isn't fun all the time, but if you can stay disciplined, and that's the key. That's the hardest part is staying on the track. As long as you stay on the track, sooner or later you'll get to where you want to be.
Well, the
It just may
common
take
the
a few
common
years.
denominator between all really good guitar players is that they've all put in their 10,000 hours. Everybody's always
Yes.
just like, "Oh, I wish
Yeah.
I had that talent." You know how many hours this motherfucker has played this instrument? Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's not they didn't come out the pussy playing Ingve, you know.
Right.
So,
yeah.
That's
And
a
it's definitely like certain people too have different feels that are vastly different. Like I think the way, like Ingve plays the guitar versus the way somebody like Dimebag plays versus like BB King. You're talking about three different, totally different
Even-
approaches to
even me and
vibrato,
you.
different approaches to scales. Yeah, I was gonna say Dallas and I are like totally different too.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's the like beauty of a song is like I'll come up with a riff or something, or Brady will come to me with a riff, and the riff is pretty much the basis of where a song will kind of go in a sense, but like I'll come to Brady with a riff, and how I play a riff or whatever, and I'll send it to Brady, and he'll be like, "What the fuck? Like, how did you play that?" And
Yeah.
yeah.
and Brady is 10 times the guitar player that I will ever be.
Nah.
I mean, Brady, and even you do. Like, you can take what I will imagine on a guitar, and so much take it to another level, or even like vice versa. Like Brady will bring something to me, and it'll be like, "Whoa, you thought this way about it? Okay, well I never thought about it this kind of way." Like it's just such a
We need
it's
each
so
other.
beautiful.
We need each other.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
it's
true.
so
Amen.
beautiful.
I-
It's beautiful because like the riff or a lick on a guitar, like I'll play it one way, Brady will play it another way, Ethan will fuck it up entirely,
I was gonna say
And then-
why?
and then
And then
he'll
dude makes a
play
shred
it
masterpiece out of
flawlessly.
it. Yeah, he doesn't fuck up
I'll give you
once.
my
Yeah.
opinion. That's about it.
But
I'll
that-
listen to it
that's-
for about
that's-
20 seconds and then play it on the spot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
play that G chord.
Here's dude using two fingers to tap arpeggios.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of music, because not one way is the right way. Just like with a joke or with a comedic thing. Like sometimes I'll make a joke and you'll make a joke that's better. It's so I love it, dude. I love it. It's so much.
It is a crazy place in this world. It is crazy.
There'll be shit
It is,
happening
dude.
and shit time happening. There's things.
There's shit
shit
running
be
down
going
my leg.
on. That'll be shit on me peg leg, me boy.
There'd be shit running down my leg.
100%.
But the overall mentality of it is very human, and I really really love the humanity to everything we do.
It's raw.
I do. It sounds corny, but like so many people will think that like the goons or whatever. Like we're sitting there reading a script or
Yeah.
but it happens.
Yeah, hell of
like,
a writer.
Who the
like,
fuck
dude,
writing this shit?
like but it's funny, but
The
so many
mastermind behind it
people-
all.
Yeah, dude.
That
So
guy
many
is on
people think
shrooms
that.
and-
So many people think that there is some writer or there is some guy that's like, do at 20 seconds say this, and it's like,
We know Do ain't that
That-
smart, bro.
Hell no, I can't
yeah, I'm
read.
just saying, unless you're doing like a fucking advertisement, that's the only time you have to ever do that.
We
for
ju-
somebody.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, obviously, yeah, we
there-
write scripts for
there's-
those, but
Mhm.
yeah, there's a big level of person, level of it is us just orchestrating what is going to happen. I feel like to a lot of our fans, there's a big disconnect as to them as a person, as like, oh, I could never do something like this. I'm nobody. I live here and I do this, and it's like, man, where do you think we came from?
nowhere.
You know, It's
Yeah,
just
that's why
that,
you have the
like,
internet. You can now be in a position where you're born doesn't matter, because the internet is another platform for you to succeed. So if you're in a small rural southern town, whatever, you can still
long
make
as you have
opportunities
internet.
for yourself. Right? Yeah, as long as
There's
and
one
then
requirement.
inevitably, right, you can move. But like that, it changes the game for a lot of people. There's a lot of bands that have come out of small places that wouldn't have come out in the last 20 years if it wasn't for how the internet's gotten.
Well, think
It's one
about
of those things.
Yeah.
think about like Polyphia. Like so much of their, like they're like the most influential like guitar band now, right? Currently, without the internet, they would have probably just never gotten the traction.
Fell apart.
Yeah, because
I
their
wouldn't wanna
style is
say-
a little different. It's a little
Yeah.
out there,
But
very
their
experimental.
style is so it's so new age that it's almost like internet derivative. Like
Yeah.
they're playing like shit that you would see on the internet. Crazy people playing all kinds of different, the technicality of what they play. It's at such a high caliber. It's almost like you're feeling like you're watching the internet realm when
Yeah.
you're looking at those guys play, because they've drawn all different kinds. You can tell like the bands they're influenced by, but just like the way they choose to write music and shit is unlike anything that anybody else has done.
Definitely very
That's what made 'em so good.
virtuosic, if that's a word.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you completely.
I have
think that's
shit
why a
running
lot of
down my
people
leg
loved,
into
you
my
know,
Crocs.
Like the classic bands like Pantera, and like they loved Ozzy for that same reason. They had virtuosos like just everywhere, playing the drums, playing the guitar. You had master songwriters. I mean, shit
yeah.
like that was very prevalent. I think it still is too, but it's just not at the same scale, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think we'll still have like our next Pantera and stuff, if it's not already there, I guess. Can't really say that now that they're doing the reunion tour, I guess, but there will
Right.
always be the greats of each thing. I just hope that fucking we can like leave a mark that's pretty significant. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to die knowing that like Slackjaw was able to put something noteworthy in the book of heavy metal, for either the new wave of American metal or whatever the fuck it may be, whatever they call it. I just hope that we fucking make a difference.
It's just so up to interpretation. It's just like me and Brady. When me and Brady will sit here in my garage or in my bedroom or
I was saying-
wherever it may
whoa,
be.
where are we
Back
going?
in the day,
In the shower.
back in
Yeah,
the day, it
like-
used to be the fucking like
A
attic
lot of
room.
good music in the shower.
Wherever we sit and whatever we may do, it's never something that there's never a right answer. There's never a right or wrong way to doing things, regardless of content creation, music. It's just whatever you feel, and that is that's just it. It's whatever you feel is right, and however you feel things are going. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of yourself or your intuition.
Unless your intuition
Because
is to kill your parents or something. I mean, be afraid of that.
Right, yeah.
Well, then kill your parents and eat your skin.
Well, then, in that case,
I
be
feel
the best
inspired. I feel so inspired.
You can be. Fucking A,
But
man.
Yeah, I'm
dude,
sorry. I didn't mean to derail your. It's like-
But no, it's true. It's
That was good.
But it's true, man. I just feel like a lot of people listening think that there's a right or wrong way, and there's
Hell
not.
no.
Nope. Yeah, that's
Be
what makes it
yourself.
all
Oh, hell
harder
no.
to do. There's no right way to do it.
Don't be afraid of who you are. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to stretch the boundaries of
Your butthole.
what you've been told is the norm.
Yep.
Because just like me and Ethan, me and Ethan were very much like hook, line, sinker. This is the way. This is the truth. This is how you gotta be. This is very much how you have to be this way. you got to be like this person, you got to be like that, you got to be like this, you got to be like that. It's like you have to fall into these categories. And that is something that I very much as a person on an outside level have to deal with. I still feel very much restricted by these boundaries that are set, and it's just not really that way, you know. There's
It
no
comes with being
right.
confident in yourself too, and like knowing
Yeah.
that you can make decisions for yourself, and you don't always.
Yeah.
If you feel like something should be a different way, or you
Yeah.
know, don't be
If
afraid
you
to
don't-
think a different way. Be
Don't
confident
follow
in
the
yourself.
herd.
Yeah,
If you don't have any
Yeah.
self-respect,
but it takes that confidence.
get
Though,
you
that
anywhere.
self-confidence.
But even
So-
still, like, whatever you think, like, whatever level you may imagine me, I can't speak for anybody else in the Goons, but me personally, at a level that you may think or not think that I'm at, there's still that level of restriction, and it's for me especially. I'm very much trying to still break the boundaries of what is right and what is wrong, and you know, there's no right or wrong answer to life.
yeah,
Just not to be like some drunk uncle who's on here ranting, but
Oh, good thing
You
you
know-
don't have a niece or a nephew, buddy.
good thing I haven't. Good thing I haven't been drinking, but don't be afraid to be yourself, because
Correct.
that is still something for me.
Jimbo
you know,
Lations 1-1.
that is
some shit Jimbo
that's
would
still something for me personally that I struggle with is a fear. I fear to be myself, and I
Yeah.
fear to express myself on
Well,
a certain level.
like, if I
But,
were-
like,
if I were you or do, which I would feel this way too, is like I feel like a lot of what you're saying, at least to me, seems to be a lot of like YouTube too. YouTube dictates a lot of what you can and can't say. And like I remember you were telling me in the RV about how they changed the rules or something like with the swearing, and that it's made it harder for y'all that you have to fucking edit the first like 2 minutes or something. That's part of the reason too why I just stopped doing YouTube, because I was like, dude, fuck this, man. You're talking about like the only people on the platform that are worth watching, which are the entertainers, right? The people that are trying to put a smile on people's faces. You're going to tell them, you're going to dictate what they can and can't say. It's like, that's the reason why you can watch YouTube signed in or not. Like, that's why there's a fucking, age restriction.
There's a
I
kids
don't
version
understand.
of the app.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have a kids version of the
Yeah.
app. It's just, to me, it's insane too. In an ever-growing digital age, the censorship that you guys have to go through as YouTubers, it fucking would,
It's
it
only
would
gonna
really
get
piss
worse.
me off. Yeah,
It
would
has
really
only
piss
been
me
getting
off.
worse over time.
I
Yeah,
hate to
you-
say, but if you look at the trend, not just with YouTube, but I mean, anyways,
The world.
it's only
Twitch,
gonna
yeah,
get worse.
all of it. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I
getting
mean,
worse.
you
and
would
worse.
think you
The
would
trend
think
speaks
from
for itself. If you look at the fucking, if you made a
Yeah.
fucking line graph, like it would
yeah,
speak for
you
itself.
You would think from an outsider sort of perspective that me and Do have like a sort of say, or like this isn't gonna happen, but that is
Dude,
very.
I don't even have
very
anyone at
far
YouTube
from
I
the
could talk
truth.
to. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
that's-
DM them.
have you not? I mean, anybody who's used Twitter has seen people. They have to tweet at the YouTube Twitter just to talk to somebody about shit.
That
so
is incredible.
we ain't got a say about anything. No.
Yeah,
Right.
you
guys,
would
guys
think-
at your level.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not.
that is
Right.
incredible.
I'm not
Stupid.
flexing my
Yeah.
sub count, but you would think at 6
Exactly.
million
Yeah.
there would be
Right.
someone I could text at a drop of a hat and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, what is this?" But
Right,
nope.
yeah.
Here's
would
my
think-
concern.
Or
Let
like,
me
where?
just
yeah,
Like,
run this
why
by
did you guys take away all of my money? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
even like you guys have uncertainty as to when you're getting paid. You know, like the average person would think like, dude, I would never fucking start a job that my boss was like, well, we'll see if you get paid for this, or like you get paid for it for 3 days and then somebody doesn't like it, reports it, and day 5 it gets taken down and you no longer make any money from it.
Well, yeah,
like,
you think about it, you go into the office on Monday, and when you get in the office, you stub your toe and you go fuck, and you make no money that day.
Because the first 2 minutes you walked in the office,
dude,
dropped the F-bomb.
Dude is very much right about that.
Yeah.
From a YouTube standpoint,
what can y'all do to push back on that? Like, is there? I mean, there's almost nothing you guys can do.
It's very similar with a. It all comes down to a creative mindset. Is like, you know, when we make a joke, it's like, how can you as a corporation say that this joke or something that we're not necessarily saying means this versus this? It's like you as a corporation can't necessarily say that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
and it's dependent on who reviews your video. Because there are definitely people who are a lot more conservative with what you can put out there. So I think that you should be assigned like a person, and you should see their like screen name or something like
a fucking guidance counselor. Yeah.
Yeah,
you should have somebody to take care of you.
Exactly. So that at least it's consistent.
You guys can talk about what's allowed and like have an idea of what
Right.
Like what can happen, and you know what I mean. Like just have someone to communicate with.
Yeah.
It's a good point, honestly.
But you would think that
if Gopher Fucker 47 is the guy that always reviews my videos, then I can hope for some consistency at least, you know.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You can know what to expect.
Yeah.
But that doesn't always happen, and that's not always the case. And is that a good thing, or is it a bad thing? You know,
bad.
You never know.
I would say it's bad.
It's pretty objectively bad.
It's subjective.
But
subjective, objective, whatever.
I got shit running down my legs, into my Crocs, out of the holes of my Crocs.
Anyway, we've been doing the podcast for like
it is 2.5 hours for this one. So
yeah,
2.5 hours,
baby.
It's been a great time, and everyone that has been here and listened, I hope that you on a personal level, whatever you think, believe, agree with, whatever, can take something that no matter who you are, what you listen to, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you are feeling, don't be afraid of who you are as a person, and don't be afraid to express yourself in any creative outlet. If you are a person listening that wants to do YouTube, wants to do music, wants to anything. If you're an artist, you want to draw something, you want to be musical, I hope that you as a person can feel like that whatever you are feeling deep inside, regionally, do not be afraid to express yourself and go outside of your boundaries as a human.
Yep.
Because that right there is it's detrimental.
That's 80% of the battle.
It's detrimental to you as a person, and don't be afraid of how you feel, how you think, and take that and take your creativity to the next level.
You could be the next best whatever. But if you don't ever try,
Amen to that,
it never happens.
Don't be
Amen
afraid
to
of
that.
don't be afraid of yourself, because I was very much afraid of how I felt and
I'm afraid of you.
how I viewed life and music, and you know, don't be afraid.
Just fucking do it. Do the thing. Try the thing. Do the thing.
Just do it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. for like asking me
Do
and
the-
Ethan
do
to
the
come
thing.
hang. Thanks for letting us come on to the podcast too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet
It was
you.
very nice of you guys. I've had people like DM me on Instagram and be like, "When are you going on Goons podcast?" And I was like, "I don't think those guys like they ain't gonna fuck with me."
When in reality, we fuck with you heavily.
I know. Here I am, right?
Yes,
like
sir.
this is fucking 2023. It was literally the same year.
You are fucked with.
I know, man. But seriously, yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys a lot.
That was great. This was very insightful. I loved hearing about the other side of the touring stories and shit. And I think people will like this one a lot. It's fun.
Yeah,
There's definitely a
it's
lot of good
something I
information.
feel like a lot of people are afraid, I guess, to talk about. Like there's some barrier of something, but yeah, man, be yourself, be who you want to be, and don't be afraid, and express yourself.
Fears for bitches. Don't be a bitch.
Fears for bitches. Amen.
All right, Soup, do the outro.
Don't be a bitch. Fear is for bitches.
Hey, don't be a little pussy. All right, don't be afraid, you little pussy. Hey, look at me. Look at me right now, you little pussy. Don't be afraid to go out there with your fucking R&B, whatever solo project. All right, don't be a little pussy bitch.
That's right.
Get the fuck up. Go to
Self-proof.
work.
Do it. Fucking do it. If all I gotta say, from
Take
this,
cold showers,
extra,
eat 8 gorillas, work 74
Yeah,
hours a minute.
Carbohydrates.
Yes.
Oh,
just
God.
don't be afraid. Be yourself. Be somebody that can correlate with people and have a conversation. Be open. You know. And thank you, because without you listening, none of this would even be possible to begin with.
Yep.
Very true.
You're awesome. You are awesome as a person. You are loved outside of your society. You know, you are heard, and use code GOONS for G-Subs.
Yes, sir. Amen. That's how you get them.
Thank you for listening to the Goons podcast.
The CEO of G-Subs wants to kill all of us.
God.
Hey, the CEO of G-Subs wants to kill every single one of us.
Yeah, they have my parents.
Uh,
Allegedly.
Holding it hostage.
everyone I know or love is in the G-Subs basement.
Yes.
And
You
they
can't see it, but there's a gun out of frame in my
You
webcam.
must buy.
Okay.
All right,
Use
boys.
code Goons. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow on Spotify. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Peace out.
Thank y'all
Thanks
for
for
listening.
listening.
Have a good one.
Amen.